Lamia here. Welcome back if you are a returning supporter. If you are a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing, and joining the Unique Lamia community. Let me know, how's your day going today? Any plans? Would love to know. So, doing a manicure video. It's Friday, and on Fridays, we do manicures. So, y'all, let me know, how's your day? How was your week? Would love to know. So this was the manicure for this week. We're gonna take everything off and do a new manicure. As you guys know, this is the nail polish remover that I prefer to use. It takes off almost, well, look at everything it tells you it takes off. It takes off gel polish, glitter polish, artificial nails, nail glue, anything you could think about. Hey Jamar, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, 001. Glad you could be here today. How's your day going? Hey, Happy King. I'm doing good today. How's your day going today, Happy King? Glad you guys can be here on the live stream. Well, how was your week? 1 second. Come back, guys. Let me know, guys, how was your week? Did you guys do anything interesting? Welcome. It's cold, so yes, I do have a blanket, all right? Why do you think I'm wearing a sweater? It's cold in my room. The AC is on high blast, okay, guys? But glad y'all could be here. For all the returning supporters, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support. For the new viewers here, I'm Unique Lamia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. But I'm tuning in from the United States. Where are you guys watching from? If you haven't let me know already. Happy King said their week is good. Glad you had a good week today. Okay, nice. Happy Friday to you. You're off this weekend. Awesome. So, oops. Any weekend plans, Happy King, or are you just gonna like stay home and chillax this weekend? Hey Cam, glad you could be here. Hey VA, glad you could be here. Hey BTS, if you want to see me standing up in a live stream, I mean, you could just rewind because I had to get up a second ago, or you can always go watch one of my full nutritional YouTube videos, preferably one of the more adventure type videos. I do a lot of walking in those videos for sure. Hey LP. Okay, what type of fair are you going to tomorrow, Cam? Like, I feel like fairs, I've never, well, that's a lie. I went to like an African fair, but I feel like when people say fairs, they mean like fairs or rides. I've never been to one of those. I mean, I guess Coney Island, but like Coney Island's an annual thing. I guess fairs are pop-up events. But very nice. Are you going to do like food tasting? Anytime I see videos on social media of people at fairs, they do a lot of food tasting. Hey, ALP, how you doing, Alp? Yes, Happy King, thank you so much for the congratulations, and shout out to all of my supporters who subscribed to me to get me to 5,000 supporters. It is very super duper awesome. So a giveaway is now live on the channel, so if you guys want to enter and see if you win, feel free to do that. As I said in the video, you guys will be winning this bracelet if you are a domestic viewer. It's basically an onyx bracelet. If you are international, you'll get a gift card. So yeah, go check out my full nutritional YouTube video for more information about that giveaway. Hey BTS, you are Mia? What do you mean by that? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Okay, Cam said, okay, like rides, food. Okay, like a country fair. Awesome. Have a great time, Cam. Let us know. Let us know if you like it or not at the fair. Happy King said, okay, you're just gonna stay. You're just gonna hang out at home. Okay, very nice. Chillax, Happy King. Okay, love to see it. Very nice. So yeah, in this live stream, we're just doing a manicure. I will be going to the gym tomorrow, and just like reviewing my notes, things like that, honestly. Hey Al, Cam said food fair, okay, is a little too unhealthy for me right now, so I'll just be getting a lemonade and maybe some corn dog. That's it. Okay, cool. Have you ever had a Korean corn dog before? Has anyone have before? Cam, Jamal, Happy King, Tube, Cena, let me know. Have you guys ever had one before? I had one time, once again, that was before I got. Did I actually record it? I may have recorded it for y'all. It was a while ago, so you'd have to go and watch my New York videos. I don't know which videos, so you just have to binge watch all of them. But I think I recorded it. If I didn't, because I know I had a YouTube channel when I did try Korean corn dog. It wasn't a corn dog because I don't eat beef, but like it was a mozzarella corn dog. Personally, for me, I don't like it, too much cheese, but they're good. They're fun to look at. That's the main reason why I want to try it. So if you guys had them before, let me know what you thought about it. Welcome, welcome from India. What's it like in India? Hey, from Greece. Awesome, awesome. Very cool. What do you mean fire, Jamal? You're in a fire right now? Get out as soon as possible. Stay safe, Jamal. Am I skipping over comments? No. Cam said, I love Greece. Greece is her dream destination. Nice, nice. Yeah. One day I'm going to Greece mostly because of my fascination with Greek mythology by default. If Mia goes to Greece for a reason and it's not because of Greek mythology, I don't know why I went there personally. But they have really pretty beaches. I will say that too. You guys have awesome beaches in Greece when you watch the like movies and things like that. Cam said I had one, okay, one time, but it sucked. It was cold. Oh, so there was no cheese pull, yeah. I'd like to try it again, more fresh this time, yeah. And then like the thing about it for me personally, when I had mine, it had no taste. So I feel like I know they put sugar on top of it because I remember when I ordered it, the guy was like, "You want sugar?" And I was like, "No." He looked at me weird. I'm like, "What?" But I guess he knew like you needed sugar to make it taste good. But yeah. So if you ever retry it, let me know. But it always looks so good. But like for me, it was just like too much cheese. Okay. Alrighty, so this is what the nails are looking like. I had a black base. I honestly thought the black would have like stained my nails, but it did not. So not sponsored, but one day perhaps I'll be sponsored by a nail company. The amount of times I use their products. So where's my cover? Where's my cap for this? Oh my gosh, bro. I lost my cover. How am I wait, I can put, oh, it's right here. It's right here, guys. We're fine. But yeah. So it's expensive for a bottle of nail polish remover, $5, but I do like it. Do recommend it from Unique Lamia. And then now you guys already know the base coat we're gonna go in with. This is Nail Aid. Okay, see this at Cam, it's really beautiful. I hope one day you'll make it. Okay, nice. So what was your day like in Greece today? What'd you eat? What's the go-to meal in Greece? What do people eat in Greece? Hey, Hydra. Your name reminds me of that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a TV show on ABC. Hydra was the name of the organization. I mean, it wasn't the organization that like took down the supernatural people. I wasn't rooting for Hydra then, but since you are on the live stream, I'm rooting for you, Hydra. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, and become a Uniquely Mia supporter. Have a great day as well. Welcome from India. Hey, Carlos. How are you doing? Jamal said, don't act like you don't know that's slang. Wait, what? Oh, Jamal, you said fire. Okay. I know what the slang means, like really cool. It just came out of context for me. I just saw fire in the comments. I was like, what? But no, now that you clarified, I understand what you mean, Jamal. And just as a big disclaimer for all the supporters watching, both the returning ones and the new ones, when you guys leave comments in the chat, please be specific. Be specific and be direct, all right? Because one, I take a while to get to your comment, so I may ask you a question. However, I may have, when I get to your comment, read your response, I probably forgot about it because I know you guys are real people. You don't have to be here, so I try to read everyone's comment. But with that, there is a delay, so be as specific as possible your answers. And two, the second reason why I asked you to do this is because, unfortunately, I'm not able to see you. I'm not able to see your face. I'm not able to hear your voice to like interpret your facial expressions and your tone. So yeah, when you say stuff, I just take it the literal meaning, right? So like yeah. So yeah, be as specific as possible with me. Really appreciate it. Oh, nice. You have beautiful mountains too in Greece. Never knew that. That's really cool. Okay, nice. Hey, trained assassin. Wow. Okay, glad you could be here. Hey, Coder, glad you could be here. Oh, it's fine that I'm going to the gym. All right, nice. Yeah, so 12 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. I'll live stream the gym for y'all. Hey, welcome from Brazil, Joda. What's it like in Brazil today? Cam said, I love Greek food. It's very close to Arabic. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's definitely a treat for you. Okay, cool. What are your cuisines? So, I mean, I guess since you said it's close to Arabic food, what's an Arabic meal? Like, what is that? Thank you so much for purchasing a soup. What is that? I always get them confused. A gift, sending hearts to you. Who purchased them? What's your name? Let's go down. Meech, sending you hearts. Meech, thank you so much for purchasing a floating heart super gift. Really, really appreciate you. Sending you hearts. You are helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. Okay, you're in the Marine Corps trained assassin. Nice. Do you like it? Cam said they like Greek kebabs. Hopefully I said that right. Ooh, Greek lemon potatoes. That sounds good. Hey, Gary. Glad you could be here today. My mom and Stu are doing good. Thank you so much for asking. Hey, black and white team. How are you doing today? You're on your way home from work? All right. Hopefully you had a great day at work today, Gary. Make it home safe. Glad you could be on the stream while you're going back home. Okay, nice. Okay, so I don't think I could pronounce your username, but you said you're getting dressed. It's your mom's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your mom. Hopefully you and your family have an awesome day on your mom's birthday. Okay, a shawarma. What's a shawarma? I think I know it's meat, right? It's beef, right? Is shawarma? Or am I totally off track with what the shawarma is? Hey, Johnson, how are you doing today? School's been going good, Meech. Thank you so much for asking. Hey, Junior, glad you could be here. I'm doing good. Karen, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for the love from India. Sending it back to you from the United States. Okay, it's raining. Wow, yeah. Yeah, it's been raining a few places, Gary. I'm from the United States. Cam said, okay, and Arabic, okay, for me would be mezai, okay, stuffed grape leaves, okay, a dip hummus, all right, I don't want to mispronounce that, tabali, a salad, okay, nice, okay, and then we have fried ground beef, raw beef with oils, paprika on top. It sounds very healthy, like you're getting the protein, I guess some healthy fats, because hummus is chickpeas, right? Then you get the grapes, Arabic rice. Okay, nice. Versmichi noodles. All right. Cool. Very nice. Hey, Seth, how are you doing? Gary said, well, I took the truck today. Okay, so you're able to stream while you drive. While I drive in the car, I can't do that. Okay, nice. Hey, how are you doing? What's your opinion about what's happening in the Middle East? What's happening in the Middle East right now? Hey, Gary, pork. Okay, so shawarma is pork, all right. Hey, Drake, glad you could be on the live stream. How's your day going today? Are you single, please? Is that a question or what is that? Are you single, please? I think the please is throwing me off. Is that a question? What is that? But welcome to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here. Glad you guys could be on the live stream. I'm a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So do consider liking the video, subscribing. Let me know how was your day going. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask me a question, leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to respond to you. And definitely consider checking out some of my fully traditional YouTube videos. I have fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, days of my life as a grad student, and so much more on the channel. And if you are a domestic supporter or an international supporter watching this and you subscribe to Uniquely Mia, go and enter into a giveaway. You can only have a chance of winning if you enter into the giveaway, all right? And information about that giveaway has dropped as a full-length traditional YouTube video. So go check out that video. If you want to enter, follow the instructions and enter, because if you don't enter, you have no chance of winning. So yeah. Hey Arab, glad you could be here. Hey Glenn, glad you could be here. Cam's like, wow, we gotta be yapping though, Drake. Okay, let's see. So first coat on. My nails did get stained a little bit, but it's yellow. I did not use yellow nail polish. I don't know what could have stained my nails yellow, but it's okay. We're going to cover it up. Staining on the nails are natural, guys. Don't let anybody, especially if you are a nail polish person, don't let anybody tell you Ew, that's nasty. Your nails are stained, if you're a person who wears nail polish a lot, it's okay while your nails are stained. I feel like sometimes you see that a lot on social media. People are like, your nails are stained. Why did I have a push pin? Okay. People are like, your nails are stained. That's not good. Do you do manicures? It's okay, guys. It's natural. It's nail polish. It's like dye. Hey, how are you doing, Black? Glad you could be here. Gary said, how's the Queen and Stu doing? They're doing good. They're doing good. Okay. Hey, Fairy. Hey, JK. How are you doing? Huh? Drake said...
Hello. I'm fine. Thanks.
Drake said, because I came in and seen you talking about food at Cam, it's definitely yapping. Cam's like, you hungry, Drake? Food videos. Gary said, I'm good on the giveaway. I like to be doing the one with the giveaways. Okay, so you're saying you like giving people giveaway items. Okay, Gary. Drake said... Cam, please don't tell me you're eating raw beef. Wait, is that an Arab culture to eat raw beef? I know it's in somebody's culture, but I don't know which group of people, ethnic group / racial group of people do that. I mean, hey, if you eat raw beef, as long as it's part of your culture, you're eating it safely, consuming it safely, you're not pushing out to other people, no judgment from me. You do you. I mean, I want to try raw beef. I'll try other food in your culture, but you do you. Man, I forgot. I wanted to file my nails, like the top of my nails. I forgot to do that. It's okay. I will do it next week when I do a manicure. Sometimes filing like the top of your nails, like I'll show it to you with my pinky. Like when I do this, it roughens up your nail bed a little bit, makes the nail polish easier to latch on. And I feel like personally for me, sometimes my nail bed, it gets too smooth when I don't do that often. So I just like to make it rough sometimes. Have you guys seen Alice in the Borderlands on Netflix? Have you guys seen the TV show? Like, let me know before I go more into depth on that. I saw that TV show. And when I tell you, I feel like it's a good show, but like all 3 seasons are out, but let me know if you guys seen it or not. I would say it's a little better than Squid Games in my opinion. A little better. It's very similar. Okay, Gary said, oh yeah, your mom was saying something about giving something away recently. I think it was last week. Who, my mom, Gary? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing a giveaway, though. It's the information about the giveaway is now in the channel, though, Gary. Okay. Accident, traffic, rain. It's going to take me an hour to get home. Well, drive safe. Hey, Country Kid. How are you doing, Country Kid? Glad you could be here. Cam said it's hard to explain. Okay, with only 100 characters. Wow, that's how much you're limited by? But it's, okay, a traditional Arabic dish. Oh, okay, it's marinated. Okay, so you can eat it raw. Okay, it's prepared in a way that's not harmful. Okay, yeah, as long as it's prepared in a way that's not harmful, you're good. I mean, you know you're good because I'm assuming you ate it before, but yeah. No judgment from me, Clemia. Hey, LTV, how are you doing today? Glad you can be back. Hey, what's your name? Hey, Sanny. Can I call you Sanny? Hey, Cats. Glad you could be here, Cats and Pokemon. Hey, Niclamia, it's Friday. Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Thank God it's Friday, yes. Fridays, especially when you are a working individual or like a student, you love Fridays. Like when I'm home, sometimes I'll come on stream with you guys on a random week, and I feel like some people will be like, I can't wait till it's Friday. And when I'm home, I'm like, what do you mean? And I remember, oh, because I'm home and I'm like on vacation when I'm home. So like every day is the same. But like when you're working and you don't like, if you're tired of your job, if you're tired of your job when you're working, or if you're just stressed out, or if you're a student, when Fridays come, you're super duper happy for a Friday. So shout out to Fridays. For me, I have a syllabus. I'm counting down the weeks until like my time here is slowly ending. It's slowly getting closer and closer and closer. So every single week, I'm like, we made it to week 6. We only got like less than 10 weeks left. So yeah, easy, slowly, and like syllabus. But I guess for work, it's not like that. But you guys got it. Okay, at least you guys got the job. Hey, Ray, how are you doing today? What are we saying? Okay. Cam is like, why? Thank you, JK. And because my parents made me this way. What does JK say? Oh, Cam, why are you so beautiful? Oh, that's so nice. What are we saying? Okay. Let's see. Hello, Kermit. How are you doing today, Kermit? Glad you could be here. Thank you so much for the love from India. Drake said, okay, as long as it's safe. I've heard beef tartare, okay, which I believe is raw. Jamar said, I tried something called tar. Okay, tartare, I think. Nice. Hey, Charlotte. Cool name. How are you doing today? Jamal said, oh, you didn't know it was raw when you ate it. Oh, how did you feel about that, Jamal? You ordered something off the menu. Nobody told you it was raw. And when you ate it, you realized it was raw. I would freak out, honestly. Oh, you couldn't swallow it. Yeah, I would imagine. Because is it tough, though, for the people who has had raw food? Is it tough to, like, eat raw meat? Can I say 6'7"? Okay, the trend. I just said it for you. Okay, hey, Sonny. Drake said, I'm trying to imagine how raw ground beef would taste. I feed it to the dog, but now I'm gonna try it. I mean, Cam said it's marinated, so I would assume it tastes kind of good because the flavors get in. Cam said, oh, yes, Drake, it's a bit different than tartare, okay, but yes, it's safe. Okay, I haven't had it in a while because it's, a lengthy process to prepare. Okay. Country Kid said 6'7", I'm about to send you straight to heaven. What? Is that the song? Cam said, that's not good, guys. That's a song? That's like a threat. Cam said, okay, Vinod, okay, I am Middle Eastern, okay, and Haitian. All right, my father is Haitian, and my mother's Middle Eastern. Okay. Hey, how are you doing? Daniel, glad you could be here. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I got some boring nail colors, guys. I need your help. I think we're going to do a poll. I don't like any of these colors. I'm sick and tired of these colors. All right, let's do a poll. If the poll works, that is. What did I went to the store and bought nail polish, but I just bought momentarily nail polish I like momentarily made me happy. So now I'm looking at it a week later and I'm like, I don't know about any of these. I'm tired of blue. I did blue 100 times, but I'll give you guys the option to choose blue. Black. I did black last week, but we'll see what y'all say. White. I do like white, but like I write a lot so it gets stained. I'm telling you why I don't want these colors or why I'm tired of these colors, and you guys have to choose. All right. How do you spell white? Sometimes, okay, I know how to spell, I promise you. All right. And then we got pink. I love pink, but like, you know, sometimes you get sick and tired of your favorite color. Like, I feel like I'm sick and tired of my favorite color. All right. Add options. Oh, snap, bro. Go away. All right. Okay, start poll. So vote in the poll, and the poll's covering my face, you can't see me. So vote in the poll for the nail polish colors. Okay. Get out of my face. Why is this thing covering my face? The poll is like, they don't need to see you, Uniquely Mia. I'm trying to move the poll. The poll is like, it doesn't want me to be seen by y'all. I promise you, I tried to move it, it's not moving. Hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. What's your name? Cannot pronounce that. Welcome, wake up. I skipped some comments. Let me go back up, guys. I skipped some comments. I do apologize. Okay, Charlotte said hi. Hey, Charlotte. Okay, I read that. Hey, Fitzroy. How are you doing today, Fitzroy? Glad you could be here. Blessed afternoon to you as well. How was your week, Fitzroy? Any plans for the weekend? Drake said, Cam, making me feel dumb. I didn't. No, it was tartar. Hey, what do you need help with, Daniel? Hey, Lava. It's been a while, Lava. Welcome back. Glad you could tune back on, Lava. How's life going for you? How was your week, Lava? Cam said, Drake, don't eat raw ground beef. You have to marinate it. Okay, in acidity and season it to remove the harmful aspect of it. My mom explained it to me one day, and it doesn't taste like beef at the end. Nice. Jamal said it was, okay, a party with people walking around. Okay. Kat said yes, and Fridays are especially fun because my favorite supervisor closes and she gives us longer breaks. Nice, because she doesn't have to track them on a timer. Her break timer is vibes. Okay. Hey, sounds like a really awesome supervisor, Cats. So what's for dinner, guys? Let me know what you eat for dinner. You guys know I always like to figure out what you guys eat for dinner. I had buffalo wings. I did go to the mall today. I did order buffalo wings. I made videos at the mall, so I'll be dropping that like this weekend. I went into one store. Like last time I was at the mall, I saw this like fancy dress store. I went into that store today. They had like beautiful dresses. Why was the dress $600? No, the dress was $700. And you know what the funny thing is? I didn't know I couldn't record in the store. You know, uniquely me. If I'm live streaming, I'll live stream for y'all. But if I'm not, I'm gonna record for you guys. So I was in the store and I was recording the dresses, right? I was recording all the dresses and I was like saying my commentary on the dresses. Why when I leave, the employee comes up to me and she's like, "You can't record in here." I'm like, "Oops, sorry, I did not know that." And I honestly did not know that. And I just left, but I got all my videos. But like, that's one thing I don't get about America. Like, what is it with not being able to record? Why do employees and people get so like peeped or like, I don't know, so annoyed when people are recording? And you know what the crazy thing is too? Because I'm telling you, those dresses were like $700. And I'm like, you want people to buy a $700 dress, but they can't record. Wow. Cam's like, "You're not dumb, Drake. How would you know if you never had it? But it's okay not to know. That is true." All right, what are we saying? Hey, Mike, how are you doing? Hey, B2, glad you could be here. B2, no clue, glad you could be here. Thank you, no name needed. Glad you like my hair. Hey, Callie, you can't press blue. Why not? Oh, I do apologize, guys. I think I need to remake the poll to make it fair. You know what? Yeah, I need to remake the poll to make it fair, guys. Sorry, we're gonna delete this poll really quickly. I know what I did. Sorry, guys. Do apologize about that. Let me remake the poll really quickly. I made blue the title. It was an error. But how are you doing today, Kelly? Blue, white, black, and pink. Okay. Alright, the poll should work now, guys. So choose the colors. My hand hurts. Okay. These are the colors. Memorize it. You got it. Alright, let me go up and try to respond to some of these comments. Okay, read that. Okay, you're a traveling universe. Nice, Sandy. Very cool. Fitzroy said, "Okay, you're doing good. The island is very hot. Ooh, tomorrow. Okay, so beach day, it sounds like, at the waterfalls for the... Okay, so you're going to the waterfall. I was like, the beach day. Fitzroy, you're going to think the only thing uniquely me and Queen Mother know about Grenada is the beach. Because anytime you come on, to be honest, that's all I know, really. My mom, she probably knows a lot more. But, like, we really love a beach. So have a great day at the waterfall tomorrow, Fitzroy. Nice, bro. Welcome, Bo. You're eating a cheesesteak. Okay, like a Philly cheesesteak. Okay. I've never had one. My grandfather really likes it. Hey, Cornelius. Very cool name. I'm thinking about President Snow right now from the Hunger Games. But, like, nonetheless, very cool name, Cornelius. Glad you could be here. What's your go-to Chipotle order? Cam said, "Let me know how that goes for you, Drake." Wait, Drake, you're gonna try like the meal, the raw beef meal? Okay, cook it safe. Be safe. All right, JK said, "Cam, how can I talk to you? Give me any ideas." Okay. I'm doing good, Cam. How are you doing? I'm traveling our country. Very nice, Sonny. Very nice. Kat said, "The comments really love you, Cam." Yup. Kat said, it's pretty profile picture. Yeah. Oh, they see the picture. Okay, nice. Drake said, "Who am I kidding? I'm scared to try raw sushi. Raw meat just seems wrong." Yeah, I've like the thing about it. I tried to try sushi one time. I couldn't get past the wasabi. Like Like I remember, like, cause Stu, he's the person who eats sushi. So my mom, Stu, and myself, we went to a restaurant, right? And that day, I was in high school, but that day I was like, I'm eating sushi for the first time. And he took me to the sushi bar, and he put the sushi on my plate, and Stu showed me how to like eat it with the wasabi and gin. I was looking at him, I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat this. The whole card ride over, I'm like, I'm gonna try sushi for the first time. I put that sushi in my mouth, I spit it out. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Like, I don't even know if he gave me raw fish or shrimp, but I don't know what it was. It was just the wasabi. It was not good. So me and sushi, I don't think I'll ever eat sushi. I do like, what is it, California rolls, because that's just cooked shrimp and vegetables and avocado, I think. That's good, but that's not real sushi. But it's good. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? Hey, welcome, welcome. Why are you talking like that? Talk normal? I mean, my normal and your normal may be different. What country are you tuning in from? Because, like, I'm from the United States of America. I grew up predominantly in the US of A, so I have an American accent, in my opinion. So yeah, we speak different. Yeah, we're not the same. We speak different. But glad you could be here. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you're welcome to your positivity and uniqueness. It took me a while. Shout out to you guys as my supporters, because via live streaming is really cool. Love live streaming, really, really awesome. However, prior to me live streaming, I never thought I had an accent. And I know it doesn't make sense to you guys. So you're like, hey, Mia, did you ever think about people outside the United States? I mean, yeah, I thought about them, but I didn't think I had an accent. I just thought I spoke normal. Everyone speaks normal, but like for some reason, I just always thought I never had an accent. I guess mostly, I'm justifying that I can say a little bit just because 9 times out of 10, all the people I have met, both in the United States and outside, they understood what I was saying predominantly. So for me personally, I've met people, they just have like a really thick accent. I don't understand them. So in my head, prior to me streaming, I always thought you only have an accent if when people talk to you, not everybody's going to understand them, right? So via streaming, when I first started, I used to get a lot of comments, or a lot of people on the live stream used to tell me, you have an accent, you have an accent. And then I remember when I started posting like videos on TikTok, and those videos from Guyana went viral. Shout out to my Guyana supporters, really appreciate y'all. I would get a lot of comments of people saying, why you talk like that? Why you talk like that? It's because you guys have your accent, I have my accent. So everybody has accents, guys. It's just like how thick the accent is, we can say. But yeah, choose these colors. Let me read as fast as possible. When I get to the bottom of the comments, I respond to y'all. Kat said, okay, saying raw meat doesn't mesh with me spiritually. Okay, but that's okay. Oh no, it's worse of you to eat it. Exactly. Yeah, like for me, yeah, all your, and I think it relates to your culture and your upbringing too. Yeah, it definitely relates to your culture and upbringing. Because, like, in my culture and my upbringing, we see one speck of pink. We ain't eating that, all right? In my culture, at least I can't say my culture, because my sister, she'll eat steak. And, like, well, no, she overcooks her steak, I feel like. I don't know. But, like, personally, for my culture, I can speak for my mom, myself, my grandparents. We see one speck of pink, we ain't eating that. So it gotta be cooked all the way through. So, yeah, it definitely relates to your culture and, like, your upbringing for sure. Cam said, I guess it does, cats. I can't keep up, and thank you. I changed it ever since I got told I was ugly. You're not ugly, oh no! Somebody made you change your profile picture, Cam. I mean, you're good, you're good. Oh my gosh, that is so not good. But you're good, you're good. Hey McDonald's, how are you doing today? Hey the official lover, black can never die. Welcome. Okay, you guys are fighting. You guys really, what color you want me to do? Okay, black and blue are neck and neck with the votes. What color you guys want me to paint my nails? Vote in the poll. Hey Kelly. Kelly said honestly relieved. Okay, but anxiety ridden. But oh, you're in laughter phase. That questions my sanity. Well, hopefully whatever's giving you anxiety, Kelly, it's hopefully it's not too serious, even though like it's giving you anxiety, so it most likely is serious. Like even if you're laughing through it, I don't think it's a question of your sanity. I mean, it depends on why you're laughing. I mean, I once met a person, and they told me that they laugh during horror movies when the person like things in horror movies. I went back to my room when that person said that to me. I was like, okay, nice knowing you. I think I need to leave now, because when you tell me you laugh during horror movies and somebody gets unalived in horror movies, I'm not staying around with you. But anyway, Kelly, if you're laughing because like you had so much anxiety, and maybe laughing, because remember, laughing gives you positive dopamine, and dopamine makes you feel better. It's a naturally occurring drug in your body. So yeah, don't question your sanity unless you're laughing for like not good reasons, and you know what not good reasons are to laugh for. But you're good. Cam said, and aren't there like 5 stages of grief anyway, something like that? Cam said, don't do it, Drake, please, your stomach's gonna tore up. The official ever said, that's just showing, okay, there's a lot more black people in the lives. What are you saying? What I lost track of conversation. I don't know if that's a form of discrimination that you're trying to say, or stereotypical. I'm not going to address it, but I'm just going to say all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome. However, discrimination is strictly prohibited, not allowed on the channel. So if people are trying to do that implicitly, explicitly, refrain from doing that. Thank you so much. And I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and y'all are welcome. So make sure to like the video, subscribe. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Lava said, so lovely, reducing pink. Oh no, you voted for pink, Lava. Yeah, I guess people don't want me to do pink this week for my upcoming manicure. Kat said wasabi is crazy. I can't believe the flavor even exists naturally. Like, for real, Cats. Like, that wasabi, it was so very strong, and like it was so bitter as well. So very strong and so bitter. Hey Marco, how are you doing? I look like a wise warrior from Wakanda. Thank you so much. If only Wakanda was a real place. Like, I'll be doing live streams from Wakanda if they would let me. I don't know if they would let me, but like, I would sneak record for you guys in Wakanda for sure. But Chow from Italy. What's it like in Italy today? Cam said, I'm sorry, I'm lost in the comments. There's so many. What were you saying? I kind of forgot what I was saying as well, but thank you so much for letting us know, Sasu. God, you feel comfortable to let us know that about yourself. Fitzroy said, okay, for tonight, crawfish waters, okay, with lamb and fish. Nice. Sounds like you're having a very nice seafood dinner tonight. Cam said, a wise word from Wakanda. That's a new one for sure. Yeah. Jake said, talking about you changed it after you got called ugly. I told you weren't ugly. Kat said, Mia, I'm intentionally having a super chill weekend. Nice. Lately I've been going out and socializing a lot. As an introvert, I feel really drained. I can't wait to just chill and relax with your cat and anime. Nice. Yeah, relaxed weekend definitely sounds very nice, Kat. Yeah, like you said, especially if you're an introvert and like you're not like a natural introvert, or you don't choose to be an introvert sometimes. Yeah. Like, people really, I feel like even if you're not an introvert, but I feel like people really drain your social battery. Like, you'll go outside and you'll be talking to people, and you just come inside, you're like, I'm tired. Don't talk to me anymore. I just need to be by myself. Like, why are you calling me? Why are you texting me? Like, I don't want to do anything. So, yeah, I do agree with that, Cats. Like, definitely take the weekend, chillax, relax. And what type of anime you plan on watching? Now, you know, Uniquely Mia doesn't really watch anime, not because I don't want to watch anime, but because, like, I don't really have a streaming platform to watch it. But I love hearing about, like, the type of anime you guys are watching. Cam said, I know, but it started to get under your skin. Okay, the people saying mean things about you. Okay, so you started seeing the picture in a different light. So I said, okay. No, okay, that makes sense, Cam. I can for real 100% understand that. Like, you have self-confidence in yourself, right? You had this picture, and like, hey, I love this picture, but like, people just kept saying negative things and negative things and negative things and negative things. So you started to see it in a different light. That is understandable for sure. Very, very understandable. If you want some advice from Uniquely Me, because you know on this channel you are encouraged to be your authentic self, and you don't really care about what people think about you, even though it can be hard sometimes. My advice for you, Cam, is like, next time that happens, just really internalize who that person is to you and who that person means to you. Because remember, what is it? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. As corny as it may sound to you, Cam, as corny as it may sound to you, you really got to live up to that. And because I will use myself as a personal example for y'all. Since I've started streaming, people have said some really mean stuff to me. Like, I will say more people say nice stuff to me. So shout out to you guys as my supporters. More people say nice stuff to me about my appearance, but occasionally you guys yourself will see it. We'll be streaming, or I'll post a video, and for some reason, somebody has to say something about Uniquely Mia, about my appearance or something like that. When I first saw it, it used to be a little annoying. I used to delete those comments sometimes when I first saw it, to be honest with you guys. I used to do that. But after a while, I stopped deleting those comments. I just left it and I started to address those comments sometimes and not ignoring them. And what really worked for me is honestly, and like you said, the more you see it, you can either do two things with it. You can internalize that and say, okay, I'm going to start seeing my parents in a negative way and I'm not going to like this anymore. Or you can look at that comment and be like, okay, you're telling me this, but who are you to have power over me? You gotta understand, guys, when people come into rating people and like saying, hey, this person's ugly, this person's pretty, people in the real world, they're gonna think you're ugly. Some people are gonna think you're pretty. Not everyone's gonna think you're pretty. Not everyone's gonna think you're ugly. Why? Because people have their own lived experiences and they have their own ideals on what is considered socially acceptable and pretty. So one, I feel like that should bring you some comfort, that saying you're not gonna be a 10 for everyone if you wanna rate yourself according to that standard. But at the same time, you gotta understand and you gotta build up that self-confidence within yourself, because people is always gonna have something negative to say about you. So I don't know. I feel like some people may say you're just saying a whole bunch of random stuff. I promise you I wasn't. So yeah, hopefully it resonated with one of you guys. But yeah, I'm big on just promoting positivity, being your authentic and unique self. So yeah, and cyberbullying is not acceptable or welcome on the channel in any way or form like that. So yeah, ultimately, the way you feel, I can't change that. Nobody can change that but yourself. So yeah. What are you saying? Hey, okay. Kelly said Pennsylvania Dutch Southern twang. Oh, that's the type of accent you have, Kelly. Okay, nice. Pennsylvania Dutch Southern twang. I will say I've never heard a Pennsylvanian accent. I've never heard a Dutch accent, but I've heard a Southern accent before. Very interesting accent you have there. Sounds very cool, Kelly. Okay, nice. Hey, Sonny. Kat said, oh, I feel that, Cam. The other day, I let a crazy commenter get to me, and I got into a back and forth with them. I also had a little bit of attitude that day, but yeah, okay, nice. And it's okay to have a little bit of attitude sometimes, because sometimes I feel like, yeah, it's okay to have a little attitude when you respond to people sometimes, because your words aren't filtered, and I feel like sometimes when your words filtered, you don't really, some people, as my mom, as Queen Mother may say, Queen Mother is like the fighter with you guys on the chat. Not you guys, but people who like to troll and say something about people's appearance. She's that. But to channel my inner Queen Mother, you guys can say, when people come on the live stream and want to say something negative about your appearance, one thing she'll say is something maybe what do they look like? They probably look very terrible. Or like you haven't seen some type of beauty as beautiful as her, something like that she may say to them. Or she just might literally call them. She just may literally tell the person you're dumb and you make no sense. My mom has said that before on stream with you guys. So sometimes you gotta be mean to people. Sometimes, even though they're random people on the internet, it may trigger them a little bit more, but once you say your pitch, don't respond to them anymore. Because just remember, it's all social media. You don't have to respond to everything. Sonny said, hey, Cam. Thank you, Big John. Glad you like my smile. Drake said, Evan is a hater. You're always. You are low-key a baddie, Cam. Let that get under your skin. Cam said, I understand that, cats. I let a comment get to me once. Wow, you guys are just changing these votes. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the comment before I end the poll, but I'm just watching the votes change as I respond to these. I understand that, cats. I let a commenter get to me once, but I also told myself never again because I don't really care. Nice. Cats is like, low-key, Cam is a baddie, hikey. And look at this, you have an awesome support. So you know what, shout out to all my supporters on the live stream. Shout out to all 5,000 supporters of y'all, because look at you guys. I feel like job well done. If YouTube was taken away from you today, don't let that happen. It's not gonna happen. But like, if YouTube were to shut down today, I would be happy. You know why I'd be happy? Because on YouTube, because of your support, we have built a positive community. Look at you guys standing up for each other and like motivating each other in the chat. That is so awesome, guys. That's so awesome. Like, yes, it's happening online, but look at you guys. You don't know if these people look like in real life. I mean, Cam has a picture, but like for the most part, you don't really know what they look like in real life. But look at you guys. Being a source of positive encouragement and spreading that positivity and motivational message to each other. All right, that's what the Uniquely Mia channel is all about. Yes, it's about me showing you my life, but at the same time it's building that positive community on social media where you guys are going to make those positive connections. Like, don't get too comfortable. I mean, don't start sharing the phone numbers and addresses if you're not comfortable doing that. But look at this. Then we have to start on social media. We're going to start this spreading this positivity and support on social media, and then we're going to bring it out into real world. All right, we're going to probably be walking up to random people and just giving them random compliments, which I'll be very nervous about because I'll be the one doing that for the most part to record it for you guys. But like, we building the positive community on social media first, and then we're going to bring it out into real world. All right, and we're already starting to bring it out into real world, which you guys communicating with each other on the chat. So if you guys want to be part of a community like that, make sure to like the video. Do consider subscribing. Lava, you are still rooting for the pink. Pink has 24 votes, Lava, all right? So pink could potentially win. People, I mean, potentially. Never say never. So if you just joined the stream, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. This live stream's all about manicures, but right now I'm going through the comments. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the comments before I end the poll and start painting color on my nail. So vote in the poll which color you guys want me to paint my nails. Vote in the poll right now for me. Help me out, please. All right. Let's see. Okay. I know, cats. I'm trying to catch up as fast as possible. I think I'm gonna have to start. I don't know that song, Rock Steps. I don't think I know that song. I think I'm gonna have to start skipping the comments, guys. Your English is weak, Sonny. Don't worry. For the most part, I understand you, Sonny. And if you want to learn English, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and watch my full instructional YouTube videos, live streams, etc. Hey, Official, how are you doing today? Hey, Chloe, glad you could be here. Hey, Brawl, how are you doing? Oh, you're so sweet. You're beautiful as well. What are we saying? Sani is like, Cam, travel to my country. What country? Oh, Sani, you're in India, right? India, right? Hey, H, how are you doing? Yes, I do remember you. How are you doing today? Hey, Captain Morgan, glad you could be here. You got the brightest smile I've ever seen watching from South Africa. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. What's it like in South Africa? Thank you so much for the love, Simon. Sending it back to you. Drake said, no, not people. One person told Cam that, and they don't even have a pickup. What do you want from life, Mia? What do I want from life? That is a great question. That's a great question, dude. Who asked that? It's one for all. It's one for all and all for all. No, why did I do that? I do apologize. What do I want from life? I would like life to be kind to me, but life is not very kind to people. But yeah, what do I want from life? I would like life to be kind to me, literally. Like, yeah, that's basically it. And hold their promises and allow me to be successful and have good health, I guess. Yeah. Have good health, be successful, be happy. That's basically it. But yeah. Should be kind to me, but that's basically it. Hey, Captain Morgan, don't let anyone tell you anything about your appearance. You're totally cute, like really cute. What are we saying? Wait, nobody answered my question. Did you guys see Alice in the Borderlands on Netflix? Did you guys see that show? Nobody answered me, I don't think. Exactly. I do agree it's one for all. It's a matter of taste and people's differences, for sure. Hey, Agnes, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Cam said, thank you, Mia. I truly tried that, but it was getting so dragged out. But I truly do not care. It was just annoying. Okay, yeah. I mean, no clarification or elaboration needed to me. But like, yeah, I just wanted to say that for like, and it initially started to be directed to my pivot, but like at the same time, I never know who's watching. So hopefully that just reminded people that you are beautiful no matter what. Not everyone in the real world is going to consider you beautiful. I'm all about positivity. There are some people on social media I'll see and I'm like, yeah, you are not beautiful in my book, but you are uniquely beautiful, but you're not a 10 in my book. So like even myself who promotes positivity on social media, I mean, I'm not going to say this person is ugly to their face because that's just mean, but like I will for sure in my head be like, No, no, you're not this. But like, so yeah, it's okay. That's okay for me to do because I'm human. All right, it's okay, but like, don't let people's thoughts impact your opinions. Is what I'm trying to convey for everyone, not just you, Cam. All right, guys, how far back behind am I? Remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, depending on who's looking at you, like my mom, for the most part, my mom's most likely always gonna say I'm beautiful. Maybe she'll say my outfit looks weird, but like in my life, my mom has never called me ugly. And people are like, that's your mom. She shouldn't call you ugly. No, there are some moms out there who call their children ugly, all right? So, just depends on who's looking at you. They're going to think you're beautiful, and who's looking at you, they're going to think you're ugly. So, yeah. What are we saying? All right. Hey, such evil. Bruh. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? What's it like? Okay, where are you? Frank Zappa, okay, played a lot of gigs in New York. Who's Frank Zappa? Is that a singer? Drake said it's such a thing. Jealousy, too. People call you ugly because they are low-key jealous for... And that's true, Drake, too. So, yeah, sometimes people are just projecting when they say mean things. Kat said, this is so random, but the people in my office makes a lot of random brand Ronins and red jokes. We started saying that we've descended, okay, into the collective psychosis where we say random things only we understand. No, that is true. Like, especially if you are an avid social media watcher, like on YouTube Shorts or TikTok Shorts, there'll just be sounds or memes going viral, and people are just gonna constantly say that over. You'll just hear that constantly over and over, and it'll be stuck in your head. I found myself doing that. I don't think I've ever done it on a stream, but like sometimes I'm in my room by myself and I'll just say this random phrase and I'm like, what? And then I remember I was on TikTok, so that's where that phrase came from. Thank you so much for your kind words, Captain Morgan. Cam said, well, I don't like to talk about others if they're not around, so I won't comment. For another reason. True. Hydra said, love from India. Okay, one thing, okay, think about when mother gives birth, she loses 56 bones to give birth. Respect women always. Wow. She loses 56 bones to give birth? Shout out to my mom and all the females who have ever given birth. Why? I was going to say, why would you voluntarily subject yourself to that? But, like, I mean, I guess you wanted to have kids, so that's why. But, yeah. Shout out to you, mothers and parents. Shout out to my mom. I mean, she didn't even know me. And if that's true, Hydra, she voluntarily went through that and she didn't even know me. I was a random thing inside of her, like a random specimen. Ow, that's scary. Okay. Lava said, I feel like amazing in my life. Okay. Nice. Alright. Alright. Go Blue, Kelly said. Oh, yeah, Blue is winning. Okay, positivity all the way. Okay, I'm trying to read these comments quick. Hey, Lorenzo, how are you doing today? Okay, side conversations. Hey, Clinton. Glad you could be here. Hey, Abel. Hey, Joe. Are you in America? Yeah, I'm in America. Can you tell me one good thing about America and one bad thing about America? One good thing about America is the ability to have free speech. Yeah, whether that's free speech, positive or negative. And one bad thing about America, I will not be saying one bad thing about America publicly on social media where I have a digital footprint, or nowhere where anyone outside my family will ever hear that. But no, America's awesome. Shout out. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Hey, Monkey, how are you doing? Cam said, wait, Drake, you didn't know Cats was Haitian. I thought you knew. Yeah, didn't we have a discussion? Yeah, I remember Cam, Drake, and Cats. You guys banded together because you guys were like the Haitians on the chat. Hey, Sonny. Lava said, Mia, I don't know, okay, about pink. All right, first my classmate suggests me, okay, to search. I was incorrect. I don't know about that, Mia. Pink World. I don't know what Pink World is either, Lava. I don't know what that is either. Chat said, South Africa is beautiful, okay? We got everything out here. You should come explore. Okay, yeah, for sure. One day, if it's safe to do so, when I have the funds to do so, Queen Mother and myself will definitely make it over to South Africa. Hey, MPG, how are you doing today? Hey, Artist, how are you doing? Me, good, thanks. Okay, God, you're doing good. Thanks to Jesus. Hope all is well with you and your family. It's doing great. How are you doing? How do I ask a girl out? Just walk up to them and be like, hey, you wanna go out with me? Yeah. Hey, the food she eats. Yeah, and then another thing too, for the people from South Africa and tuning in from African countries, I mean, maybe pitch it to your government, all people of African descent, we should get free tickets to go over to your country. Why? Because the transatlantic slave trade. So, I mean, our ancestors didn't choose to come here. Why are we paying to go and visit what could potentially be our homeland? So, yeah, pitch that to your government for sure. We'll make it there even sooner. Like, they could do that. They could really do that, but they don't want to do that. Okay, what are we saying? Okay, yeah, Beauty's an Oddity Beholder, read that. Cam said, JK, we can talk out here, but I don't feel comfortable so far. Yeah, just to reiterate the YouTube safety guidelines on my channel, and I feel like everyone should take this out in the real life. Let's not share our personal phone number, our email address with people on the live stream. If you're not comfortable doing that, let's not do that. Don't share like your address, your legal address that you live in. Don't share the city. If you're comfortable sharing the state, feel free to do that. Yeah, you don't have to share your age if you don't want to. So yeah, no identifiable information. Captain said, Cam, you got a stalker. Hey Kai, how are you doing? What's the poll question about? The poll is for my nails. So if you guys help me choose my nail color. So we got blue manicure. I could do a black one, a white, or a pink. Hey D, how are you doing? What? I don't understand that question. I would love to have 12 babies with you. Imagine our babies. Good put. Yeah. No thanks. No. Good thing it's in your imagination, because the thing about imagination, 9 times out of 10, since it's about another person too, it never really happens. So it's never happening. But thank you so much for letting me know what you imagine. Yeah. Lava said, Mia first time when I see that image or videos, like HH programs. Okay. What? All right. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay, Drake and Cam have a side conversation. Love to see it. Oh snap. I forgot what I did. I just saw this or that. Alright, we're good. What did I do? I accidentally hit this person. Now it's an accident. I have to unhide that person. I'll do that after the stream. Well, they said something not nice, and I was gonna put them in timeout, and I accidentally hid them from the channel. Oops. I'll unhide them when I remember. It's okay. Hey Ronnie, you're beautiful as well. How are you doing today? Drake said, okay. How many times are you gonna speak to her? Alright, so I think we're at the bottom. I look pretty without my glasses. Alright, thanks for your opinion. Alright, so we're gonna end the poll. Put your final votes in. Do you guys want a blue manicure, a black manicure, a white manicure, or a pink one? Put your final votes in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Glad you're doing great, Ronnie. My pleasure for asking. What did you do today? Any weekend plans? For all the new viewers here, I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I know what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So yeah, I have fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, days of my life as a grad student, and so much more. So definitely consider subscribing, taking a deep dive into my content, and let me know what you think about it. I also have a giveaway happening, so if you guys want to enter into the giveaway, go check out that full nutritional YouTube video now on my channel. So what are you guys saying? Hey, how are you doing? Chinmex said, can you Can you get me a phone, please? I'm a student and I have been following for a while now. I wish. One day, for sure, I will be making enough funds on YouTube where the giveaways can be Apple iPhones. And you guys want to know how you can help me get closer to providing giveaways like that for you guys? You have to watch my full nutritional YouTube videos. You have to watch my YouTube shorts. You have to watch my YouTube lives, because if you're a supporter only watching my YouTube live streams, shout out to you. I really appreciate your support, but at the same time, if you want me to be made, if you want better giveaways, if you want better content, I need income to do that, and the way I get income to do that is when you guys watch my videos. So yeah, so Chinmex, you said you want me to give you a phone? For sure, one day in the future I'll have a phone giveaway, but if you want me to get there sooner rather than later, go watch my full nutritional YouTube videos, go watch my YouTube shorts, and share the Uniquely Mia channel out to your friends, out to your family members. More money for Uniquely Mia means more money and better giveaway items for you guys, and one step closer to paying off my student loan debt for sure. Hey Cam, how are you doing? Work from home job is available. Okay, cool. What's your work from home job? Hey Raiders, it's been a while since you've been on. How are you doing? Hey Alan from Brazil. All right, blue one, and then black, and then pink. So, it's a blue week. You guys really wanted blue. We might go with 2 colors. Wait, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this interesting because I kind of don't just want to do blue by itself. So, I'll make it interesting. I'm going to use the 3 top-rated colors this week for my nails, but I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. You think I'm going to do, like, blue, black, blue, pink. No, we're not doing that. I'm going to do something else for y'all, so stay tuned. Kat said, no. Captain. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. Captain said, pleasure cats, I'm definitely subscribing to this channel, met some cool folks in here. Nice. Welcome Captain Morgan to the channel. Glad you met some cool people here. You are definitely welcome. I do hope you enjoy the content you see, and remember, take a deep dive and watch my full nutritional YouTube videos. What's it like in Brazil, Alan? Ronnie said, I'm a student, so school all the way. Yeah, shout out to that, Ronnie. What are you studying, Ronnie? What's my age? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. That essentially means I'm not telling you my age. If you want to know my age, like the video, subscribe. Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch some of my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos. Trust me, pay attention. My age will be disclosed to you. First coat of blue is on. Kat said... Sonny said, hey Cam. Kat said, awesome, Captain. Yeah, it's great here. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. Hey Jane, how are you doing? Kat's is like, Sonny is still in Cam's neck, Lord Jesus. Bye, Sonny. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my full nutritional YouTube videos or YouTube shorts. Have a great day. Where did I buy my glasses from? Lava, the eye doctor. This one is literally from my eye doctor. What brand is this? Enchanted. That's the brand. So, yeah, but this one is from the eye doctor. I have other ones, but these are like my electronics glasses, so that's why I tend to wear them more when I live stream. One hand is done. We gotta do the other hand. This is what it's looking like after the first coat. That is funny. Lava said, okay, Mia, really upset that. I was laughing at some of the comments I was reading. We saying, how may I help you? Can you please stop spamming? Cats is like, I used to join so many YouTube giveaways when I was younger. No, same. Like, especially the ones where they were giving away electronics. Personally, I used to do that because my mom, she didn't get me my first phone. I literally didn't get a phone until when I graduated from high school, because I was going to college. I was living on campus. I needed a phone. So when I was younger, I used to watch YouTubers videos, and they used to be like, enter for a chance to win a phone. Enter for a chance to win like nail polish or something crazy, or sometimes just the most basic stuff. I never used to win. Like, literally, I never used to win, but hey, I used to enter. Let's see. Hey, how are you doing, Panther? Glad you could be here. Hey, the goat. She's clearly an immortal trying to disguise herself as a young student. Really? Guys, you think if I was an immortal, I would be here? I mean, I'll probably stream for y'all, but you think I would be here? I mean, if this was the start of my immortal life, that would make sense if I was here. But, like, you think I would be here? Because, like, if I'm an immortal, in my head, I've been alive for centuries. At this point in time, if I'm alive for centuries and I can't be lounging on a beach whenever I want to, I can't be, like, I don't know, somewhere luxurious whenever I want to. I did my immortal life bad. Like, that's a disappointment in all of the immortal beings. I really wish I was an immortal in disguise for y'all. But alas, that's not it. And even if this is at the start of my immortal life, I mean, I would feel like my parents would have been immortal. So, like, that means they would have been alive for centuries. Unless, like, they put me here to, like, teach me humility. So they want me to live as a normal human. Hey, I'm contradicting myself. I'm like, I'm not an immortal, and I'm saying scenarios and how I could be. I promise you. Immortal beings, they're not real. Yeah. I mean, human immortal beings aren't real. Immortal beings in terms of spirits, for sure, they could definitely be real. But as much as Unique Lemmy is obsessed with vampires and things like that, I know they're not real. And if they are real, they're not like immortal vampires. I don't believe that stuff. Literally. I believe it in the fantasy universe for sure. Demons are a different story, especially taking on human form. That could be real. But they could be vanquished, so then again, they're not immortal. So let me do this one hand, and then it's okay. I'm gonna respond to y'all. My nails are growing back slowly but surely. It hasn't, in the past, my nails definitely grew a lot faster because I was, like, moisturizing them. I have not been doing that, so I have to remind myself to, like, make sure I put oil on my nails, lotions, and it's gonna grow a lot faster. But for the most part, for me not to be moisturizing them, they're growing at a steady pace. I will say this week I did file my thumbs. I made my thumbnails shorter because they were too long, and I really wanted to leave them long, but at the same time, I was like, I know it's going to grow out longer, and my other nails are going to be short, and it's going to wind up breaking. I'll have to start all over, so I don't want to do that, so I had to file them a little shorter. Hey, Pookie, how are you doing today? Drake said, I never joined the giveaway. I'm gonna join Mia just because. Okay, yeah, for sure, Drake. Definitely consider joining the giveaway. That information is released as a full instructional YouTube video. Hey, James. Hey, excuse me. Hey, Mark. Is glad you're new here. The algorithm knew that you wanted to be part of a community. You're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so recommended to the channel. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. And you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and let me know how's your day going. It's like when I do my mom's manicures at home. Sometimes she'll smudge her nails and then she'll look at me and she's like, you did it. What? No, why does my mom choose, like, guys, the thing about me doing my mom's nails too is, like, I'll be home, right? And I'll look at her, and at the start of the day, she'll tell me she wants me to do her nails. And I'm like, okay. And then the whole day she's doing stuff. And then when she finally finds a moment to sit down, I'm like, you ready for me to do your nails? She's like, yeah, right? And I'm like, you need at least 2 hours because it takes 2 hours for your nails to really dry, especially if you do an at-home manicure. She's like, yeah, I'll be still for 2 hours. I do my mom's nails. I do it perfect, no smudges, nothing. Literally 30 minutes later, she's like, I'm gonna go shower. I'm like, I just did your nails. She's like, it's dry. I'm tired. Really? You the one who told me that, like, you had 2 hours free. So I love doing my mom's nails, but I don't because I'll do a perfect job and then she'll go and move. And the next morning I wake up, I look at her nails and it's all smudged and everything. Like, no. Cam said, James, hi, how did the nursery turn out? Oh yeah, how did it turn out? Forgot about that a little bit. But glad you could be here. Thank you, glad you like my glasses. You have an eye tattoo. Oh, wait, no, you have an eye test. Okay, good luck in your eye test, Christine. It's gonna go great. I think it was Boss. It was Boss Kim. It wasn't James Planet Nurse. It was Boss, I think. Hey, Samuel. Does your owl come out late at night? Hoot, hoot, hoot. Oh, like Harry Potter? No, I have not been accepted to Hogwarts as of yet. I'm still waiting for my letter. But I have a doll. She has her owl. I would get it, but like it's so far. So go on my YouTube shorts, watch from my YouTube shorts, you'll see it. What are you saying? Strawberry shirt elite. Oh, like the dress. Thank you, thank you. I feel like more so Ladybug though, the dress. Drake said, wait, do immortals age? It depends, Drake. It depends on what type of movie or book you're reading about immortal beings, because there's different types of immortal beings. You got the vampires, you got the fays, which are the fairies. You got different type of immortal beings, okay? So if we're talking about vampires, immortals, Drake, according to lore, they're vampires. So whatever age you were turned into a vampire, that's your age forever, right? Self-explanatory. So like, if uniquely is turned into a vampire at my age, I'm not gonna tell you my age, but like I would be stuck with this appearance. I mean, I guess I could change my hair, but like stuck at this age. If my mom's to be turned into a vampire, she would be like stagnant at her age and with her with her age and like her style choice now. So yeah, but if we look at like fae immortal beings, fays, they're immortal, but they can still die. Okay, so it's really iffy, but like it's really hard to kill them, right? So for the Fae immortal beings, Drake, for them, fairies, they're fays, they're like not as real to be believed, but I guess if you believe in Peter Pan, but then Peter Pan was psycho, so we don't really like Peter Pan. If you want me to explain, I can tell you. But like, so fays, fairies, Peter Pan, they're on the same level. They're kind of like, they age, but it takes them really long to age, but at the same time, they're immortal. Because like, even though they may reach a certain age, like even if they're like 1,000,000 years old, they're not gonna die, but they'll become really, really weak where they need to be protected. But you're not gonna die. But they just age at a slower rate than humans, like that, in like lore and books for sure. So yeah. Question: do you age? Okay, so I answered that question. James said, yeah, you got me confused with somebody else, Cam. But how are you doing today, James? The goat said, true immortals are people who will be remembered for how they lived and what they lived for. I would love to give some examples, but people are hostile, so I'll just say Adam and Eve. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, that's one form of immortality for sure. Yeah, I feel like when the first idea of immortal beings came to pass, that would be true. But then again, I don't like, even though I like, guys, does everyone in the world really know about Adam and Eve? I feel like it's very easy for us to say yes, but people have different religions. I feel like Allah, God, whoever, a higher creator, I feel like that's more so of like an immortal being for sure. But yeah. That person's not immortal being. Sorry, somebody text me. Let's see. Hey, Lava. I mean, if we want to look at immortal beings, I feel like the most, if we don't want to say it's a human, belief. I feel like belief is like, at its core, the most prevalent type of immortal being there is, even though that's not a being, but belief. I'm assuming throughout history, people always believed in something. So yeah. I mean, I should be saying stuff and it sounds good. Didn't that sound good? That just sounds like it needs to be on a shirt. Or like I could be doing a motivational speech for somebody and like, just remember, guys, belief is like, now I'm messing it up because I'm trying too hard, but like when I don't try too hard, like it just came out so good in my opinion. That was good. That belongs on a shirt for sure. That belongs on a shirt. Anyway, Cam said that makes sense. All right, the goat. You want to come to California? Me? Okay, lava, manifest it for sure. I mean, I've been to California's airport, but yeah, so definitely go to California if you want. Just manifest, save your money for sure, and I'm sure you're gonna be able to do it. Pleasure having you on, Cam. Hopefully, I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fling Nutrition YouTube video or YouTube short. Have a great day. Kat said, I want to donate my body to science when I die. Wow, okay. Shout out to you for that. I just want my body to be useful in some way, not in a box in the ground. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I saw a video, not to get too morbid, but I saw a video one time of a creator. They were like, that idea of putting people in a box is inhumane because in ancient societies they never did that. They either burned the people or they just put them back in the ground so they could like disintegrate back in the ground. But when you go in a box, you're literally in a box. When you disintegrate, you're not going back to Earth. You're in a box. So that makes sense for sure, Kat, to get what you're saying. Hey Fitty, how are you doing today? How do I ask a girl? I'll just go up to her and ask her. Alright, Kat said, OMG, the bus driver just said you and your son can wait for the bus here, but the son was actually a woman with short hair. Oh no! She was like, that's my husband. Man, you know that female is definitely going to start growing out her hair for sure. She's definitely going to rethink her experience after that. How she looks, her appearance, I mean. Kat said, OMG, Drake, no. So they won't use my body to help cure cancer. What did Drake say? Don't do it, Cats. We got some cadavers in today. You don't want to know inappropriate things. Some students, no, really? Oh my gosh. No, that's terrible, man. The goat said, I regret bringing the immortal topic in the chat because it pivoted for sure, the goat, yeah. Hey, Marcus, glad you could be new here. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So yeah, let me know how's your day going. Feel free to subscribe and join the community. Kat said, LOL, goat, it doesn't take much for us to start a whole new conversation on something. That is true. That is definitely true, the goats. As you tune into more live streams, hopefully subscribe. You'll definitely see that. Hey, Helen, how are you doing today? Helene? Is it Helen or Helene? Hey, Ridiculous, how are you doing today? Yes, I'm from the US of A. You're so beautiful as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Drake said, no, they are gonna laugh, play, and make rude comments about your body. You have to think, okay, some of these kids are straight out of high school. Wow. Wait, really? Medical school? You go to medical school straight out the high school? What country is that? I mean, you said you're in the United States. I did not know that happened in the US of A. I mean, I think in, like, Europe sometimes that happens, but I didn't know in the US. Kat said... Okay, they're spamming somebody. The soul is immortal while the body perishes. That is true. This is the side you guys don't know. You have to be in the medical field to know the inside scoop. For sure. Do agree with that. Hey, David. Okay. Hey, Derek. Glad you could be here. Hey, Dragon. Your first love is failed lava? Okay. Well, heal from that experience. Don't worry. If it's a goal of yours, it'll get better. Hey, FX. How are you doing? Hey, D Support. What if you could live forever? What would you actually want to do? I don't like these questions. Why do you guys ask morbid questions sometimes? Let's pivot to a happier discussion. But okay, if I could live forever, what would I actually do? I would turn my mom into, so she could live forever too. And then after that, I mean, acquire a mass amount of monetary wealth for sure, because we gotta have, like, meet our basic needs. And then after that, we travel in the world. Like, no worry about income or like, oh, we'll be too old to do this, to that. We're traveling the world for sure. After that, perhaps I want to make a change in society. Yeah, we'll try to make society a little bit better after that, once I accomplish that goal. And then we'll just see what happens. So yeah, like, literally, it's not the idea. Like, honestly, I feel like when people say, oh, immortality, at least for me personally, when people say immortality or if I could live forever, what would I actually do with it? I would do the same thing that I would have the same goals that I want, that I have right now. Honestly, I would have the same goals, but I feel like if you're immortal, you have no choice but to achieve these goals because you have a limited amount of time. And like I said, if you're immortal, you better have a lot of income too, or make way to acquire said income. So like you'll be out being immortal. I feel like you know for certain you are going to achieve these goals in that way. So it's just like having unlimited time and 100% certainty that all your goals and quote unquote desires will be achieved if you can live forever. I feel like that's more so for it. So yeah, that's what I would do. Literally the same thing that I know I'm going to do in the future and want to do in the future, but like have certainty and that you are going to do it like that. Kat said, hey Drake, I thought donating my body to science was something noble thing. Wow, thanks for the insight. Happy 10th anniversary. Undertale. What's an Undertale? Living forever seems boring. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't say it seems boring because I mean that's never really been an option for me personally. I mean, I guess it is an option, immortal soul and all that stuff, but like I don't know where my immortal soul goes. Am I gonna like so yeah. But alas, one day we'll all find out. So not to get morbid with it. So we will live forever, but just gotta say bye to planet Earth. All right, so let's put this second coat on and then we're gonna do some designs. Oh my God. Okay. I was thinking, should I actually have done a second coat because I'm doing a design, but we'll see. D Support said, are humans just metaphors for humans' fears? Wait, are vampires just metaphors for human fears about aging? Personally, for me, yeah, I do agree with Cats. That makes sense. I do agree about that too, because it's not, and sometimes it's not even a fear about you yourself aging. Like, I don't want to get morbid with me. Ask me these questions. So personally, for me, I don't have a fear of aging. I'm necessarily okay. I say that I'm not scared of aging. I'm scared of other people in my life aging because, like, when I was younger, when I was in elementary school, I could think in the future. I could have future thought. I could say in 50 years, my mom's gonna be with me. I could say that for as an example. At my current age, if I look at my mom's age and my age, I'm like, in 50 years, my mom won't be there. I mean, she could. She really could. But, like, literally, I, like, with the health of people, things like that, that's unlikely. So, not saying my mom's not healthy, but, like, it's just valid. People in America, that doesn't happen. That life expectancy doesn't happen. So, it's not necessarily that I have a fear of aging. For me, it's more so I have a fear of other people in my life aging, especially people I really love and care about. So, I feel like to answer your question, D Support, yes, I feel like in a way, are vampires just a metaphor for humans' fears about aging? Yes, in a way, because like if we were vampires, okay, 50 years, that's nothing. 50 years, that's nothing. So, yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a metaphor for like fear about aging, but it doesn't necessarily have to relate to your age, and it can relate to other people's age in your life for sure. So yeah. It's my older siblings, guys. They didn't know how lucky they had it. Older siblings. So yeah. Do you believe in God or in heaven? Or yeah, for sure. I definitely believe in God. Yeah, I believe in a higher power than myself for sure. I do believe that there is the Elysian Fields, heaven as you may say, or Tartarus. I don't want to curse, so I'm use Tartarus as the H one. But yeah, I do think for sure those places exist. But yeah, like definitely your deeds, your actions, what you do matter. I don't think it's as straightforward as I guess people may say it is in the Bible, because the Ten Commandments, thou shalt, like, I feel like if you read the Bible, I don't know, maybe the Bible is like if you break the Ten Commandments, you're not going to heaven. Everyone broke the Ten Commandments. Even a baby breaks the Ten Commandments, so that means nobody's going to heaven. So I don't think it's that straightforward, but I feel like if you do definitely terrible things in society, terrible, unacceptable things, that's an automatic guarantee to Tartarus for sure, the goat. Hey, how are you doing, Hassan? Glad you could be here. Drake said immortality might not be fun. You lose all your loved ones and never have another family again. That's why for me, I'm only becoming immortal if my mom can become immortal. And so that's what I'm doing. Like, if somebody, like, if they're like, you can only be immortal, I don't want that deal. Like, no deal. Alright, I mean, what did I do? This cord is so tangled, guys. All right, we don't need to plug it in yet. We got 15%. Let's have the mic for a little longer. Hey, James. James said, oh, there's 2 James. Glad you could be here. May I please help you with that? Help me with what? What do you need to help me with? I'm so sorry. I lost track of the conversation. That definitely happens sometimes. Okay. I gotta paint this now, and then we'll do this one again. The goat said, wait, did I skip a comment? Okay, I don't think I skipped anybody. The goat said, life and death are a part of nature, and that's the beauty of it. People who want to stay alive forever are selfish. How are we selfish? That doesn't necessarily make sense to me. How are we selfish? I mean, you are right. It's part of nature. We can't undo it. But that's not selfish at all, in my opinion. Yeah. I don't get that. And people do live forever. You're saying people who want to live forever on Earth are selfish, or people who want to live forever spiritually are selfish? Because there's 2 different ways, but yeah. Hey, AJ. It's scary to think about. Honestly, it is, AJ. It really is scary to think about. So yeah, future thought, especially when you reach a certain age, it's definitely scary for sure. Hey, Brainless, glad you could be here. My pleasure. Hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fling Traditional YouTube video or YouTube short. Brainless. Drake said, Mia, come on, you just made me think about things I don't want to think about. No, Drake, I promise you, I didn't mean to. You guys ask these questions. That's why sometimes when you ask these questions, I really don't like them, and you can see on my face I don't want to answer it. But like, to make it comprehensible, I have to use real world examples no matter how scary it is. Exactly, Jake. So now you're thinking about it. Your parents might not be around in 50 years from now, right? Like, I would hope my mom is still around, but like, even no matter how healthy she lives her life, like the goat said, it's just like the natural order of things, and that's so scary. It's so scary. So like, it's not necessarily fear of aging. I'm not scared of getting older. It's fear for other people. So yeah. That's why I'm a strong believer. After somebody reaches a certain age, in my opinion, you really shouldn't have kids. After somebody, and my mom didn't have me old at all. She really didn't have me old at all. She had me when she was like 30. That doesn't give you an indicator to my age at all. But like, I mean, it could if you know my mom's age. Do some math. My mom has a birthday video out there, so I'm sending you on a scavenger hunt. Do some math. You can figure out my age easy. Because my mom has a birthday video for sure. So yeah, my mom had me when she was 30, so she wasn't old at all. But like, sometimes I see people having kids when they're like in their 50s or their 40s, and like, nothing against you, no judgment on your life, but like, they're having newborn babies when they're 50 years old or when they're 40 years old. What are you doing? Why would you do that? That is selfish in my opinion. You are taking time. That is so selfish in my opinion, because if you look at the future, no matter how healthy you think your life is, think about that kid. How old are you actually going to be when, quote unquote, you probably won't be here anymore? That is so selfish in my opinion. So after a certain age, people really should have kids in my opinion. And if you disagree, totally understand why you disagree. No judgment, but my opinion on that. Hey Dragon, D Support said, if your name and face are forgotten, okay, but your DNA and values live on, is that a kind of immortality? If your name and face is forgotten, but your DNA and values live on, is that, I mean, it is definitely a form of immortality, in my opinion, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a form of immortality for sure, in my opinion. Yeah, but sometimes, like, yeah, even if your name and face is forgotten, but I feel like, shout out to the ancestors. I think that relates back to, like, the transatlantic slave trade, and when we think about ideals about that, like, my family, we don't know, like, our ancestors. I mean, my mom, she said she did do, like, a little DNA scavenger hunt. Oh, snap. 1 minute, guys. Where's my external charger? I don't know. 1 second. My mom said she did do like a scavenger hunt, so she was able to like find, or DNA trace, so she was able to find out who her grandmother was from like the 1830s, I feel like, in the 1800s. That's not that far, but like it's far. It's more than most people know, especially minority groups. But so yeah, I definitely think in a way, if your name and face is forgotten and your DNA lives on, it is definitely a form of immortality for sure. So yeah. And like sometimes like I have no desire to have a kid. Like it's not like a life goal of mine. Like nothing like that. Like nothing like that. Especially if you know Uniquely Mia. But like sometimes, like in my head, I'm like, okay, when I reach a certain amount of wealth, I'm like, I'll have to force myself to have like at least one kid, because like who's gonna inherit that wealth? And I'm like, my bloodline, my mom's bloodline, it might end with me. Because yeah, I have a nephew, but like, or not my mom's, I'm like my parents' bloodline might end with me. Because like, yeah, I have a nephew, but like, different bloodline still. So I'm like, I don't really want to have kids, but I'm like, when I acquire a certain amount of wealth, I'll have to force myself. Not, and like, that's why I need to have enough money for a surrogate for sure. Because like, I don't want to go through that pain for nobody. But like, it's not a goal of mine, but that idea, like you said, D-support, your bloodline needs to continue. It's like, do I want my parents' bloodline to just end? Because it would just end with me, and like, I mean, like, it wouldn't end with me, but like, my bloodline would like, blood of two people who I actually know, it would end with me if like, nobody has any kids. I mean, it could go on, but like, yeah. So yeah. But yeah, so like it's a lot of things to think about, D-support for sure. But like I do agree, if your DNA continues, that is a form of immortality for sure. And like the transatlantic slave trade, people died, our ancestors went through terrible things, but their bloodline continued, even though we don't know their name and their face. Hey Nasty, how are you doing? Cats and Pokemon said, this bus driver is crazy. He says good night to everyone who gets off the bus, okay? But he yells it at such a high volume. Oh no, it's actually kind of crazy. Oh no. Neat said, I don't know why, but I feel like you're the type of girl that would get high and eat all the sweets at the house. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Kat said, the same bus driver called a lady a boy. Man, that bus driver is probably really, I feel like that bus driver really loves their job, Cats, or that bus driver is just really tired, because you're telling me that bus driver low-key insulted a female, and now he's just telling everybody good night. It's probably his last shift. And he's ready to go home. So there's two ways you can get through your last shift at work. You can make it miserable for yourself and other people, or you can make it as enjoyable for yourself and other people as possible. So I think that bus driver probably went the second route for sure. Okay. Alright, so we are done with the blue. So we're going to let this dry a little bit, and then we're going to go in with some designs. Okay. We're good. It didn't smudge, so we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to go with some designs. Hey, Tyler. How are you doing? Hey, CP3. Hey, Alexandro. Glad you could be here. Hey, Snoop. Hey, Ryback. Okay. What's your thing? I post fashion videos, Eat With Me technology videos, days in life as a grad student, live streams, and a lot more on my channel. Do I do anything in life? Yeah, I mean, do I do anything in life? Yeah, I walk through life, I breathe through life, I obtain knowledge through life, for sure, yeah. Or do you just stand in the corner in front of your camera and wave at people? I mean, you say that like an insult. Was that supposed to be an insult when you asked me, do I just stand in front of the camera and wave at people? I mean, I feel like that's pretty cool. Like, for sure, people get paid to do that. So, I mean, I wouldn't take that as an insult at all. Hey, the goat. What do you do? The goat said you should do interviews with your viewers someday. For sure, the goat. Yeah, I would love to do that, interviews with my supporters. Hey, so how about this, guys? If you ever see Uniquely Mia, Queen Mother in public, I know you guys listen to us because we've met a few of you guys in public and you guys actually said hi in the way I requested you guys to say hi if you saw us. So, if you guys see Unique Lamia Queen Mother in public and you want us to interview you and post your video on YouTube, let us know. Just come up to us, say hi, don't be worried about it, and be like, I want to interview Unique Lamia. I want to interview Queen Mother. We're going to do it for you. As long as you're not worried about it and we have time, we'll definitely do it for you. Oh, like a debate or something. We can bring you on live stream, things like that. Oh, so I kind of know what you're talking about. I've been seeing those videos on YouTube where people, but it's generally like the right wing, left wing people. They have debates. So you want something like that with Unique Lamia and her supporters? That would be a great idea for sure. And perhaps one day, yeah, that'd be really cool to have like a live debate with my. It is not necessarily a debate, but like a live discussion / I guess debate with my supporters. That'd be cool. Hey Frank, how are you doing? Hey 445 48. Kat said right back, can you do anything other than leave lazy meaningless comments? Her whole channel is a click away. Hey Nova, you're pretty as well. Okay, the goats, you're saying kids are blessed no matter what age. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Kids are a blessing no matter what age. It's just a matter of selfishness after you reach a certain age, in a way, in my opinion. But we'll agree to disagree at that point in time for sure. Because you always got to future think. You can't just momentarily think, in my opinion. And whatever you do in your life, you always have to have forethought and think about the future. You can't just think momentarily. Hey Shining, how are you doing? What sorority group are you part of? Wish I was a supporter. I really wish I was part of a sorority. However, at my school, I'm a PWI, so they don't really have most African American sororities. Nothing at all against Caucasian sororities. Nothing against y'all, but like personally for me, if I were to join a sorority, it needs to be like a predominantly African American sorority. And my school had one, but like a one female African American sorority. However, information on how to join, I always looked in information on how to join. They never made it like literally, they never laid the regulations and information on how to join out on the website. They always made it some type of like secret society-ish. And I'm like, I'm not joining that stuff. You need to lay the information out in front of me on the website. What are you telling me? I need to go to your meetings and like make friends with you to join? What type of, that doesn't sound legit to me at all. And then they wanted you to pay to get into, because I spoke to somebody who was in a sorority one time, the same sorority, and she was like, yeah, you gotta pay like a couple $1,000s to join, and like you gotta pay an annual fee. I'm like, yeah, no. So yeah, I can still join one for if I want to, but like it's just gonna cost more money for me to do so now. So yeah, I'm not in a sorority group. Hey XD, hey Big John, thank you so much for liking my video. The goat said, not totally agree. I think people should get married in 24 to 27 because most people don't make it till 60. So if they have kids, they'll have at least some time with the offspring. Wow. What culture are you part of, John? No, yeah, the goat, not John. Yeah, what country are you from, the goat? I'm just curious to know. I'm curious because you said most people should marry between 24 and 27. Guys, when you're in like your 20s, you are literally an adult for the first time. You know how you go through childhood for like the first time, and like your parents like all through childhood from like from age 0 to like age 18, right? Generally you're considered, age 0 to like 17, you're considered to be like a kid / teenager. Your parents are controlling your life at that whole point of time. From like age 18 to 24, for the most part, if you follow the traditional pathway in America, you're in education, you're in trade school. So for that part of your life, you're not necessarily under control of your parents, but your parents are still supporting you. If you have parents who like want to do that, your parents are supporting you. And even if your parents aren't supporting you, if you live on campus, you still are kind of under the control of like an academic, not institution, but you're still under control of authority because you have a syllabus, you have the regulations at the school that you live by. So you're telling me, the goat, that you think people should get married in their first year as an adult between 24 to 27 when like they're trying to figure out how to like support their own lifestyle for the first time? I disagree with that personally. And then I want to know where you're from too, because you said most people don't make it till 60. That's not old at all. Yeah, whatever country you're from, and most people don't make it. People die around 60, that government and the health and nutrition and the livelihood of that people needs to be studied, and those people need to move out of that country, the GOAT, because that's not good at all. Yeah, that's not good at all. Hey, Martin. Do you watch One Piece? I've never seen that show. One Piece. No. What's it about? Hey, Evan. How are you doing today? Hey, Top. How are you doing today, Topper? Glad you could be here. You're hungry. What'd you eat? Oh, you had Instant Pot chili. Very nice. Kat said, I don't see value in continuing a bloodline. But then again, I'm a little cynical. And that's okay, Kat. That's okay. You know what? For me personally, excuse me, my mindset relates back. Like, I don't know if you listen to what I say sometimes, not to compare myself to royalty, not to compare myself to the aristocrat of like an ancient societies, not to do that at all. But like, as I said, when I was growing up, I was obsessed with like Greek mythology. I was obsessed with like Egyptian mythology, obsessed with like Victorian England, the royal family of England, African societies, royal families. I was obsessed with that. And one of the fundamental core component of all those African, not even African, but one of the fundamental components of royal families was always continuing the bloodline, I guess. So I guess it rubbed off on me. So nothing wrong at all if you're cynical, Cats, but like, uniquely me, I was obsessed with aristocrat and royal way of living, we could say, to an extent. So one of the fundamental components of royalty, you had to continue the bloodline. If you did everything else wrong, if everything else in your life failed, if your bloodline was continued, you were good. So I guess that's where that comes in for me, my obsession with Greek mythology and like royalty and like that stuff. D-Support said, would humanity collapse if everybody became immortal? Yeah, I think humanity would collapse if everybody became immortal, because I feel like it's a common theme. Like, if you watch TV shows like The Vampire Diaries, if you watch movies like Twilight or any other vampire shows, if you read a book about immortal beings, they're always breaking the law, because immortal beings, they are above the law. If you've been alive for so long, guys, and it's not even if you're alive for so long. I think if you have a certain amount of wealth, because the thing about immortality, I feel like in its way, it is tied to having unlimited wealth. So there are regular human beings who live and who perish, who have unlimited amount of wealth, and they are above the law. You can see that sometimes. They'll commit crimes, and they're not reprimanded for it. Why? Because they are above the law. So, thus, in a way, some people could compare that and say they have no humanity, because, like, if you're above the law, you're breaking the law, because you could bribe people, pay people off for your crimes. People are gonna like do whatever you say, listen to you, because they want a piece of your wealth. They're not up to your standard, things like that. So yeah, I feel like if everyone was immortal, two things could happen. If everyone was immortal, humanity could collapse, because thus there would be no laws to regulate all the immortal beings. Or, this is a good book plot right here. If I was a good fantasy writer, I would definitely write a book about this. Somebody might steal my idea and not give me credit. They'll make a lot of money off of it, and that's them. But if I was an author, I can see somebody writing a book like this. I would definitely want to read this book about like an immortal. I probably read a book like this, to be honest. That's why it came into my head. But like, another thing that could happen, like, whoever became immortal first could be the new leading authority or the new powerhouse in a new society that was created. So every single person on Earth is immortal, right? But there's like the original vampires. There were the original immortal beings. So they are the power head now. They're the figureheads. They're the strongest of the strongest. They're the wealthiest of the wealthiest, right? So all the other immortals that came after them, they're new immortals. So even though they live forever, they don't have as much power. They don't have as much wealth as the original immortals. So thus the original immortals create new laws so humanity does not collapse, because even though immortals are human, they have to live by the laws, and when you live by laws, I feel like you are human. Hopefully that makes sense. Even though when you're human you die, but like hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. All right, thank you, Big John. Glad you like my hair. Hey, how are you doing, Manson? Good luck for your channel, YouTube. My all friends. All right, thank you for your kind words. Really appreciate it. D-Support said, Mia, if you live forever, what's the first rule you break and why? Okay, what would be the first rule I would break? What did I say? I was gonna do a design, right? I don't think this needs a design. I'll probably do a design in the morning. I don't feel like doing my nails anymore. I just trying to sit in chat with me. But if I could break the law, what would be one law I want to break? I have no desire to commit criminal activity. There are no laws that I want to break, to be honest. Yeah. No. It's not gonna have any worth. Yeah. No. Yeah, if you know who Unique Lamia is as a person, you know my answer, which is why I was laughing. But like, I'm not answering that question. There are those laws that I would want to realistically break for real though. Yeah, why would you commit? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Am I a med student? No, I'm not a med student. What, I look like a med student? I don't think I was speaking at, like, saying any medical facts, was I? Information. I'm glad you could be here. Kat said, yeah, the goat, he was beeping his horn at every little thing. I think he's definitely trolling. The goat said, I want to ask a question, but I don't think it'll offend you. Well, ask it. If it offends me, I want to answer it. Hello, Quinton. How are you doing? Hey, African. Okay, Kat said the U.S. life expectancy is 80 to 85. Okay. Welcome from Uganda. What's like in Uganda? Rose said I have cancer. 5 months left to go to heaven. Okay. Well, definitely pray for you. Nobody can put an estimate. I mean, doctors can sometimes put an estimate on your life, but nobody can realistically put an estimate on your life, Rose. So stay positive, Rose, even though you have cancer. All right. Receive treatment. Pray to your faith. Even though you're going to pray for your faith, pray to your faith. Make sure to still receive the medicine and receive the treatment, all right? Just don't pray by itself because that's not going to work. But, like, do both. And have a positive mindset, Rose. Have a positive mindset. And you know what? If you believe that if you believe what your doctor said is true, you have 5 months left, do what you really wanted to do. Do what you always wanted to do, but for some reason, always put it off, all right? If you want to go skydiving, go skydiving. If you want to travel the world, travel the world. I mean, yeah, like, just do it. For sure, all right? And remember, Rose, you are a positive light and have that positive mindset. Wishing you well on your recovery and your healing journey. Would definitely pray for you. And do you want to? Yeah, definitely pray for you. Stay positive, Rose. Stay positive. The goat said it's a matter of perspective. Okay, because my parents had me when they were 26 to 21. Okay, and it. Fine, make around $1,000, okay, for your country. That's way above average. Yeah, that's why I asked you what country you're tuning in from, because I know depending on what country you're tuning in from, it is different. All right, because people are raised differently, and there's different quote unquote social expectations depending on the age you're from. So now that you said you're from Pakistan, I mean, I don't know much about Pakistan, but what I do know about it, I guess it makes sense why you say what you said. The goat, now that I know you're from Pakistan for sure. So yeah, for your culture, yeah, I'm sure that works fine for your culture, 100% the goat. But like for me as an American, that doesn't work for me. But yeah. Hey, Watcon, glad you could be here. Okay, you're in India, Rose. Nice. Hey, Russell, see you tomorrow, Russell. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Full Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Live. Kat said the goat, Evan, is Pakistani. Yep. I think they gone already, though, so they're not commenting. Yeah, they're not here anymore. I think they said they were hungry, so they probably went to get food. The goat said the thing here is we can't have relationships before marriage. It's considered a sin because adultery. Wow, that is very interesting. You can't have relationships before marriage in your culture because that's considered adultery. So you're cheating on your future husband or wife if you have a relationship before marriage? Okay. But I think it makes sense because I do have friends who fornicate and constantly change partners. Okay. All right. I feel like the meaning of adultery was kind of flipped, but yeah, all right. The goat said, and they are not happy, always complaining, and always a mess. All right. Hey, Dexter. Hey, Jeffrey. How are you doing today? Hey, Michael. Do you know water is a liquid? Really? Wow. Learn something new every day. I mean, I knew water was a liquid for sure, but like having you validate, Michael, that water is actually a liquid. Wow. Thank you for validating that. Nice. Wow, nice. Guys, you see, we're learning from each other every single day. Thank you for that, Michael. Nice. Any other facts you have for us? Very nice. The goat said, I got sidetracked. Okay, my ADHD must have kicked in. I wanted to ask, why do you say axe instead of axe? Is it African-American thing or something else? Okay, the goat, I know you're from Pakistan, so I just need to clear up something really quickly. When we speak, there's no such thing as African-American words, white words, nothing like that, in my opinion. So remove that from your vocabulary, all right, the goat? Because just because of my race doesn't automatically mean I speak different or I say different words, all right? So I know you're from Pakistan, so I just wanted to clear that up. So remove that from your vocabulary because that's a form of discrimination, if you didn't know. Second, the reason why I may say ask instead of ask, one, it could be because of my accent. I know you say you're from Pakistan, so you most likely have an accent, and I have an American accent. Two, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a lot of different countries, a lot of different islands I have visited, so from a young age. So I feel like even though I do believe I have an American accent, I guess some of the words and some of my family members that I grew up around, they had like a Caribbean accent or South American accent, so perhaps some of my vocabulary is impacted by that. So yeah, it's not because of race, it's more so because of culture and the people I have grown up around and this type of speaking and vocabulary I have heard. But yeah. Hey, I'm Kip. How are you doing? How would you rather... Alright. Hey, how are you doing, Lil Jason? Kat said the goat. I have a few Muslim co-workers, and one of them gave me an English copy of the Quran I've been studying here and there. Nice. D Support said, is your personality just a remix of your parents? That's more so a question, nature versus nurture. Like, 9 times out of 10 when we hear nature versus nurture is people saying, do people commit crimes because of the way they grew up, or do people commit crimes because it's in their genetic code? So is my personality because of the mix of my parents, or because a remix of my parents is what you asked? I mean, I feel like there are certain things I may do that my mom is like, you got it from this person, or you didn't get it from me. So I feel like sometimes, I don't think personality is genetic, but I feel like if you see switched at birth stories or people who like never knew their parents, there are common personality traits among them. So I do think genetic is a factor in the type of personality that people display, but at the same time, it's not foolproof. If I want to say genetics impact my personality, I'm probably going to say genetics probably impact maybe like 10% of my personality max, most likely. After that, it's via socialization. How was I raised? I think that more so impacts my personality more. What are my opinions? What are my ideals? Because yeah, so I think it's definitely a little bit of a mix of my parents, but maybe only 10% max. Yeah. Because there are some things that, if you ask Queen Mother, some things that I'll do, and no matter how many times she'll tell me not to do this thing, I'm still doing it. Why? Because it's just my personality, and she has no control over that. So I don't think that's part of her genetics. I mean, if it is part of her genetics, she probably forgot she was like that. But so yeah, I feel like that's more so what it is. It's a mix. So we're doing the top coat. I love putting on top coat, as you guys know. It really solidifies and brings everything together. And then next week, guys, maintenance is coming in my room. That's gonna suck. I hate when maintenance come in my room. When I moved in, they had like the dressers where I put my clothes. Some of them are broken, and then like in the bathroom, like the bathroom faucet, it's kind of like shaky. So I put in maintenance request for that because I'm like, you're not gonna charge me when I move out. And I got an email saying they're coming in next week, so that means maintenance is gonna be in my room. I hate when they do that. I gotta watch them and they be touching everything, and germs everywhere. So it's not gonna be fun, but at least we won't be charged when we leave. Can you tell I don't like people in my room? Random people. All right. And again, who does? So But no, literally, maintenance came in my room one time. It wasn't in this dorm room, it was another one. And why did they have to fix a maintenance concern in my bathroom, right? They came out. Why did the guy touch my bedding? I just took that whole thing up and I like put it to wash immediately. I was so upset at that because you literally had no reason to put your hand on top of my comforter. That was nasty. Like, no. So from that moment of time, I'm like, I really don't like maintenance in my room. Hey Wayne, welcome. What's it like in London today? Hey Simon. Kat said, Mia, I think the GOAT meant they can't have romantic relation before marriage. Okay, thanks for the clarification. No, I got that part, Kat. What I was a little confused about was like, they said that in my interpretation of their statement was saying that they're not supposed to have romantic relationships before they get married because it means they committed adultery. But how can you commit adultery before you're married if you were never in a relationship with that one person? That's what I didn't get. That's what kind of didn't really make sense to me personally. So yeah, because adultery is normally when you're in a relationship and you like cheat on that person with another person while you're in the relationship. So yeah. Hey Gilmore, how are you doing today? Hey Tracy, where do you live now? I am at my dorm room on campus. Hey AR, hello, you made my country Iran miserable, okay, by activating the trigger mechanism. I hate you all. Thank you so much for validating your feelings. You did it so eloquently and like you were precise and you were to the point. Thank you so much for validating your feelings. People definitely need to have that type of direct communication again and more so in the future for sure. But me, I have no recollection of ever triggering anything or activating anything to send anywhere. So how are you saying I did this to you? And how are you hating us as a collective when I had no say, no power on doing anything like that? How are you going to do that? It's like doing something horrible to a regular human being in a country to think that's going to change like the person's mind who actually did that. What? That don't make no sense. So yeah, I mean, you can still, yeah, reflect on that, please. My day was good, Jeffrey. My day was good. I had buffalo wings for dinner, and not even dinner. I had that like at 2 p.m. and I'm still full. I always get the 10-piece wings anytime I get buffalo wings, and I'm like, it fills me up so much because like I was just like my stomach is still hard from the buffalo wings. So like because I ate too much food, and that was literally like the only meal I had today. So I'm like, I always think I should eat 10 wings. I think I really need 6 because I think 10 is me overeating because I'm always full for the rest of the day anytime I eat buffalo wings. The GOAT said, no, historically, axe is the real world or older version of the word. Okay, so I was just curious because I remember saying something like that in school. It was quite some time ago, so maybe I made a mistake. Okay, I'll slow down. Jerry, sorry about that. Thank you, Jeffrey. Glad you like my nails. How was your day today, Jeffrey, Jerry, everyone else in the live stream? Let me know. What'd y'all eat for dinner? D Support said, what's the worst advice young people hear too often? Great question, my dude. What's the worst advice young people hear too often? Okay. You want to say me? I mean, I have an answer, but like, it's very subjective, but like, I'll give you my answer. Most of my answers are like, it's my lived experience. So if it may seem selfish for y'all, it's my lived experience is my answer. But like the worst advice, what's the worst advice? Two answers, two of them. All right. The first worst advice that young people hear too often, okay? Hear too often in the world of higher education, in my opinion, because I don't, 9 times out of 10, I don't get bad advice, all right? My family, they don't really, depend on who gives me the advice in my family. My mom mostly, she really doesn't give me bad advice. Yeah, I may not always agree with it. Sometimes it's a broken record. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's not bad, I don't think. But literally, bad advice that society has told me is literally, try your best, succeed in everything that you succeeded in the world of higher education, and your professional development opportunities, your options are going to fall in your lap for you. All right? Or not fall in your lap. It's going to be so easy for you to obtain them, because you cannot imagine how many times throughout high school, throughout elementary school, even in college, 9 times out of 10, all those higher education arenas, and anytime you go on TikTok, anytime you go on social media, they're always telling students, particularly undergrad students and high school students, when you get into college, to do your best, all right? To do your best, and society, job advancements, opportunity, it's going to be there for you. Guys, I graduated summa cum laude from undergrad, all right? I got the highest you could get in undergrad, all right? My resume is literally foolproof. I gained the max amount of job opportunities, extracurricular opportunities. I'm a graduate student, all right? I'm doing the same thing. And when I tell you that is not true at all, that is a big fat lie that society tells you. It is a big fat lie. Like, it's not just going to fall in your lap, all right? Opportunities aren't just going to be there for you. It's really not going to fall in your lap. And the second one that I hear a lot in society, the worst advice, and it's not necessarily worst advice, it's just so not feasible advice, is when you're on social media, why are people always telling you, oh, when you're in your 20s, forget about everything else. Just go ahead and travel the world. You'll never be this young and free and healthy ever again in your life. It's not bad advice at all. What comes at me is like, where's the money? Give me the money to do that. Best believe I'll do it. Okay. I guess I gave you an indicator to my age, but I'm like, best believe I'll do that. I'll go travel the world. I'll go do that when I'm young and in my 20s and healthy. How am I pay for it? It's not bad advice, but like, the bad advice is saying, oh, money's not always going to be here. It's going to come back. Where am I get the money from? Like, where am I get the money from? So yeah, society just tells you a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of random stuff people probably just found in a book, and they just repurpose it over and over and over again. The goat said, cats and Pokemon. You seem to understand what I mean. I appreciate your kind words. Nice. God bless you as well, the goat. Am I single, married, public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing? Hide your Ziploc bag. Why? Oh yeah, when the people come to my room, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Have to remember to do that. I just put it like my book bag and walk around with it. I'm not gonna leave my room, but I'll just put it in my book bag, and like my eyes always be in my book bag. Hey Bob Rich. Kat said my apartment's maintenance has tracked literal MUD into our apartment. What's an MUD? Oh, with mud. Okay, mud prints. Oh no, that's not good at all. Do you take verse requests? What do you mean? Oh, like Bible scripture requests? I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't have my laptop in front of me, so I can't really find it right now. The verse request in my Bible. I have a Bible, but like, it's hard to find those verses, guys, in that Bible. Okay, let me take a screenshot of it. I'll read it, and I'll let you know. Next live stream, I'll let you know my opinions on that verse request, Yusuf. So I'll take a screenshot. I don't have my laptop in front of me. My laptop's all the way in my bed. So I would Google it for sure, but it's not in front of me. You identify as a lasagna. Okay. You are more than welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. Just know there may be some lasagna lovers on the stream. You identify as food. Okay. The goat said, people give the advice that they themselves yearn. All right. That is a good answer. Yeah. It's like that saying, money doesn't buy happiness. Like, I think somebody who did not have a lot of money do what they wanted to do created that verse so they can make themselves feel better, for sure. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. Because if you look at modern day society, you need money to do a lot of things that makes you happy. Almost anything, all right? You want to be happy in your home, you need money to buy a home, all right? So I do agree with that statement for sure, the goat. Hey, the Tux, how are you doing? And to be honest, when I was 61, I was touched by... Oh, sorry. Why did I see 61? When I was 6, I was touched by a special ed kid in my science class. That is terrible. I am so sorry that happened to you. Did you tell on them? And if you didn't tell on them, you could still tell on them now. I don't think the age of, like, statute of limitation, I mean, it could have passed, but you could always tell on them now for sure. I mean, depending on how many years ago, they may not have a record of that, but, like, definitely tell somebody. That's terrible. Hey, genetics. You're the best as well, the Reinhardt. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Yolanda. Shout out to you, Emily. Glad you could be here. Hey, the Groundhog. Do your best 100%. Hey, some random dude. That's funny. He was like, what? And he was like, who said that? That was funny. Hey, Luther. How you doing today? The girl said I advise people that they should not use their phones on their beds so their brain does not associate anything else other than sleeping with the space yet. Here I am using the phone on the bed. No, it's funny. Like it's like secondhand nature. But like, I mean, what you can do is, like you said, what did you say? Sleep or use? They should. Okay, so you said use their phone, not sleep. All right. Hey, Paul, how are you doing today? Good evening. Good evening to you. Yes, Agnes. Do you have a question for me? Oh, that famous. Oh, it was from a rich person. Really? That money can't buy happiness? Wow. I mean, I wish they knew my bank account routing number or account number. They could give me their income and, like, we could figure it out together. But, wow, I can't believe it. But you know what? I get how a rich person could say that, especially if they didn't grow up with a lot of money. So they've seen both areas of life. So I guess I can understand when a wealthy person says that. But at the same time, they may say that, but they're not giving up their wealth, are they? D Support said, what advice sounds smart but is actually terrible? What advice sounds smart but is actually terrible? What advice sounds smart but is actually terrible? I don't know. What advice? I don't know, guys. That's a good question. I really don't know. Do you guys know the answer to this? What advice sounds smart but is actually terrible? Guys, what's your take on this? I have to think about this one, deliberate a little bit. I don't know. Well, never give up, never back down. I mean, that advice isn't bad. I just feel like in what context are you never giving up? So yeah, I mean, like, it's not terrible advice because, like, obviously there are some things people encounter in their life they should never give up, never back down. But at the same time, there are certain things where people will try really hard to achieve and pay a lot of money to achieve, but it doesn't really work out. So yeah. Or, I mean, another one could be just be yourself. I mean, it's always great to be yourself. I promote being yourself, but you got to know what context are you going to be yourself and what, like, if you work in a particular job organization, sometimes you can't always be yourself. Otherwise, they don't want you to be yourself. They want you to be the person that you pretended to be when you completed the job application. So I guess that one for sure. I don't know. Hey, Liam. What time is it? It's 7 p.m. Hey, from South Africa. Yeah, what's your question, Jason? Well, Drake, we're talking a lot. We both are talking a lot. This is a talking stream. So I'm just fulfilling the mandate of the live streaming talking stream. So yeah, we got to talk a lot. Liam said, did you know we own lions and wild animals out here in South Africa? I mean, I didn't know regular people can own them, but I definitely had the idea that, like, they roam freely in, like, what is it? That whatever Madagascar or terrain or whatever they have there. Do I like steak? No, I don't eat steak. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Evan, welcome back. Good advice. That sounds smart, but is actually terrible. Get married and split your income with a person who probably wants to steal it. That's why your name should be on everything, Evan. That's why if you're splitting bills, both your name should be on the bills. And both your name should be on the house. Both your name should be on the car. Hey, Agnes. Hey, the watch maker. Glad you could be here. Let China sleep. All right. Let China sleep, for when it wakens, the whole world will tremble. Okay. Okay, Napoleon. We got some Napoleon people. Drake said, I don't know, but I always felt like drive safe was stupid. Why was that stupid? I mean, you gotta drive safe. If you don't drive safe, you're gonna get in a car accident. I mean, like telling people to, oh, like I see what you're saying, like duh, I'm gonna drive safe. Okay, Drake, from that perspective I can understand, like if like if somebody's telling you to drive safe and you're like, I know I'm supposed to drive safe, I guess in that context it can definitely not be smart. My bun came out of my hair. It's falling down. I don't tie my buns up with a hair tie, so it's understandable as to why they fall down. All right, what are we saying? Hey, Hassan, how are you doing today? Hey, Senior. Mia, you done with the gym stuff? No, we're going to the gym tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and save whatever 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is in your country. That's the time I'll be live streaming in the United States, so stay tuned for tomorrow. Do I love fur coats? Love a fur coat. I mean, I've never had, sorry for all the animal lovers out there, do apologize, but like I love a fur coat. I mean, I've never had an authentic fur coat, but like, guys, when I'm in Guyana with my mom, I'll see those cows roaming in the street. I literally asked her last time, I'm like, people unalive the cows for the cow meat. I'm like, can we go somewhere and buy like the fur, like the coat to make a jacket? Because those cows in Guyana, they have like beautiful print. So I'm like, that'd be a nice jacket. And I feel like it should be affordable down there to get that. We just need somebody to make it into a jacket for us. Like, very nice. What are we saying? Hey, APD, love your content. Thank you. I love that you love the content. One of my officers told me about your content. Huh, okay. Love it. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, we'll tell that officer to reach out to Unique Lamia. They got an internship in their, I'm assuming, a police department. I'll do an internship as long as it's safe. For sure, if they're watching my videos, I'm assuming they can work with me. I have a lot of reforms that you guys can implement in police facilities to better complete your job / aid offenders. But yeah, let me do it. Okay, so very cool. Hey, the cool guy. Glad you could be here. Hey, Mobile. Mobile said, I don't understand your language. Okay. You don't understand me, so whatever I say, you're not going to understand me. But on the odd chance that you do understand me, you are still welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Excuse me. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and take a deep dive into my channel. D-Support said, if you could text your future self one question, what would it be? Is it worth it, man? Like, is it worth it? That's all I would text my future self. Like, I just want to know, just a simple yes or a no question. If I could text myself and they're like, no, I'm out of here. I'm not even continuing on with nothing if I got to text my future self and they're like, no. But if they get yes, I'll remain headstrong. That's all I want to know, man. Because it sucks. It really does sometimes. Most of the time. But yeah. Hey, Mobile. I gotta keep it real with you. One thing about Unique Lamia, try not to be fake. So yeah. But no, I am very fortunate to be able to acquire my degrees. I'll never take that for as like I'll never like, hopefully I never regret it, but like I'll always know the privilege it is to be able to acquire the amount of degrees that I have and will acquire in the future. So yeah, no matter how much work it is, even though like society sucks sometimes and doesn't want to fulfill their bargain sometimes, I'll always be proud of it. So yeah, but very stressful sometimes. Kind of sucks sometimes too. Hey Ghost, hola, ¿cómo estás? Thank you. Glad you like my hair. Drive safe is a concerning comment. Drake said exactly. They call it an accident for a reason. No, I see that perspective. No one gets in the car and says, I want to have an accident. Well, some people do. Some people do that, unfortunately, though. Sometimes they'd be like, I want to have an accident. But not a lot. I see what you're saying, though. I'm from the United States, Mobile. Where are you from? Hey, Mobile. Okay, from the United States. Senior said, gotcha. What state are you in? Just for safety reasons, I'm not telling you the current state that I'm in. But if you want to see Unique Lamia in random states in the United States, go to my YouTube channel, click playlist. You can see Unique Lamia in New York City, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Las Vegas. Yeah, shout out to my mom for taking me to all those places. And God, thank you so much. So yeah, okay, read that. Hey Ransom. Hey Roswell. That reminds me of that show Roswell, New Mexico, with all the aliens. I love that show when I was younger. It was a great show. It was on Netflix. The ending was kind of annoying. The main female character was kind of annoying. Max. I mean, Max was cool, but then Max was annoying, especially when he had the baby with the other alien. Like, I thought you really liked the main character girl. I forgot her name, but Max in the original Roswell show. It's like, you said you liked the girl, and then the one time the main character does something you don't like, you guys break up for like, literally, they broke up for like 2 days. He goes and he has a kid with an alien. I'm like, Max, what is wrong with you? At my young age, because I was like 10 or like 9 watching that show. I was watching with my mom. I'm like, what is wrong with you, Max? I was so upset at Max. And then the main character and Max got back together in a relationship, and they actually got married. And then the girl had to raise Max's kid because like the mom ran away. I'm like, no, like, that was bad. But outside of Max, Isabel and the other characters, they were great. By the Goat, was a pleasure having you on the live stream. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Flowing Traditional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. Have a great day. Kat said, all right, I'm back. Oh, you laughed. We didn't even notice. So I was behind in the comments. Glad you could be back, Cats. Had to do your after work cat duties. Oh, nice. So what's for dinner, Cats? I know you said you were gonna chillax. You were gonna chillax for the most part this weekend. So are you cooking or are you going to be eating out? Am I in danger? No. Hey, Jones. Glad you could be here. You're handsome as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, what's it like in Kenya, Waru? Glad you could be here from Kenya. Hey, Top Man. Glad you could be here. Senior said... Okay. Thank you that you were talking in your own language. Okay, so Kenyan language. Very cool. Alrighty, guys. So feel free to let me know if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns. If anybody might be typing out responses to some of the questions that I ask. Do you get, like, emails from, like, military people? Like, this is, like, the third email I've gotten. They're like, do you want to come and work for the United States Armed Forces? Or, like, they literally always send an email. They really want people this semester, because this is, like, the second or third email I've gotten this semester. So, but yeah. Taylor said, because you can't, say the state you're in. I mean, I can say it. I just don't want to, Taylor. But I can say the state I'm in. D-Support said, what advice did your parents give you that you only understood years later? Not really nothing, to be honest. I mean, yeah. Yeah, not really anything, to be honest. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, so far, all the advice that my parents have given me, I follow through with said advice. And, like, I mean, the advancement it has shown is more degrees. So, I mean, it's good advice, but, like, at the same time, is it? I don't, like, yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Kat said, I don't know yet. I'm probably going to make fried shrimp or possibly shrimp pasta. Very nice. Sounds really good. Shrimp is good. Shrimp is my favorite. So do enjoy it, Kat. Sounds very good. I haven't made it in a while, but, like, I used to make, like, a butter, shrimp, garlic, scampi pasta with my mom's recipe. I stopped making it, though, because it was too much butter, because literally I had to use, like, 2 sticks of butter, but it was really good, but nice. The fried shrimp is definitely my specialty. Men's focus on Target. Okay, so you like the store Target, Tammy, nice, or you say men like the store Target. D-Support said, should young people... chase money, love, or freedom first? I mean, personally for me, I'll choose money. I mean, I'll choose income. Obviously, money doesn't buy happiness, but like I said, when I have more wealth than I have now, I'll be really happy for sure. So, yeah. What is freedom? When you say freedom, what is that? The ability to travel whenever you want, go wherever you want, do whatever you want. If you have money, you can do that. You can do that. And then love, I mean, do you love your family members? Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for friendship or romantic love, I mean, I guess you could do that too, but like, you chase love before you chase money, so you're gonna be broke. Two broke people. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's how you say it. Two broke people in love. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound appealing at all. So, yeah, I mean, it's all about perspective for sure. So, yeah. Hey, Williams, you're from Africa. Nice, nice. Hey, Mai, glad you could be here. I'm from the United States. Kat said, Mia, I feel the same way. I always listen to my parents and still think my mom did her best to raise me considering her situation. She was a poor immigrant who had to work really, really hard. Yeah, Kat's like, shout out to your mom. Yeah, shout out to my mom too. Like, yeah, my mom worked really hard too. She really worked hard too. Like, she really did work hard, guys, for what she has and what she has achieved, and she's really persevered in not great positive situations at all. So yeah, shout out to my mom. My mom has literally could, I don't want to say could, but like my mom, like regardless of my opinions, my belief, if her advice has been positive or negative in my opinion, she's really worked hard. She's really taken care of me. She has really been a support system. She didn't necessarily have to do that, Kat. So like you said, I mean, I always listened to my parents. I really did. But yeah, I feel like sometimes though, if you are a parent though, one thing I will say, don't tell your kids what they should be or what they should achieve. Just let them be, honestly. Yeah. Just let them be. Don't put preconceived ideas on like what their future should look like or things like that. Just let them be themselves and maybe things will be different for them. But yeah. So, but no, my mom is great. My mom is great. And her advice she has given me has been really positive and very beneficial for sure, Cats. So yeah, shout out to your mom. Shout out to all parents who have raised their kids and provided them with advice. It's great. Taylor said, what a question. What is freedom? Yeah, because freedom can be interpreted very differently, Taylor. Freedom can be the ability to have free thought and do what you want to do. Freedom can have the ability to say, are you free in a specific country to feel safe and to know that you are going to be treated equally. Yeah, freedom is interpreted very differently depending on who you're talking to, what somebody's life goals are, and the circumstance. So that's why I'm saying, guys, if you want to be part of a community where we have different opinions and we are going to speak about these different opinions and play around with different ideas, this is the place for you, because we have topics such as this, like all these questions that I'm answering them because they're on the screen. If you guys want to answer these questions, feel free to answer these questions too, because the way we learn from each other in society and the way advancement occurs, we hear people from different opinions, and it starts on the Uniquely Mia channel for sure. So yeah, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Hey, William from Africa. You don't work as hard as my mom. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to work as hard as my mom did because she has worked very hard in her life. That's not to say I don't work hard, because I do work hard. Everything that I have achieved in my life, everything that I will achieve in my life, I deserve it. I mean, I was born into a family with a mom who has worked hard in her life, so I definitely had a form of privilege growing up. But you know what? I'll say I'll deserve it for sure. But yeah, so like my mom, I don't work as hard as my mom because my mom has overcome challenges that I mean, if I was in that situation, I mean, it probably wouldn't have been positive for me at all. So it's like, so yeah, it's like the idea of slavery. If you were a slave, if you go back to that era, would you survive? No, I'm going out in the first minute. So to say like my mom has never been in a situation that severe at all, but like my mom has worked really hard to acquire the success that she has acquired, not even related to monetary, we're not rich or anything, but not even related to like job success or like financial success or freedom, success in the way she thinks, success in the way she moves and does stuff and how her brain works. No, I never had to work that hard because my mom had to struggle. She did have to struggle. She did have to work hard and make a lot of sacrifices throughout her life. And because of my mom, I don't have to do that. My mom was my age. I'm not going to tell you her life story, but when my mom was my age, she did achieve a lot more. She did achieve a lot more things that I achieved. She had a full-time job by my age. She was very successful by my age, but she also had a lot of other responsibilities. So she had to work really hard for that. It was also a different time period, different era. So because she worked so hard, I don't have to work so hard to do that. And I'm proud of that. And you guys may interpret that as being, oh, she may be, so you guys may interpret that saying, hey, Uniquely Me is spoiled. She's lazy. She's this, she's that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because of my mom and her sacrifices, I'm able to live the life that I live and to think the way I think and feel supported. And that is a form of privilege to have. So shout out to Queen Mother, shout out to my mom 100%. But at the same time, I do work hard. I'm the first one in my family to acquire a master's degree, a postgraduate degree, things like this. So, and I will be the first in my family to acquire more goals than like people in my family required and be able to take care of them even if they want it or not. So yeah, my mom was a business owner. She was a wife. She was a mother by my age, guys. You don't know my age, but I promise you I'm not that old. And that is just unfathomable to me. So like it's really crazy. So my mom has definitely worked very hard in her life, and because of that I don't have to work as hard as my mom. And I'm happy to say that. I'm proud to say that. I don't ever want to work. I mean, I don't ever want to work as hard as my mom because she worked hard. But at the same time, I do want to work as hard as my mom because of what she has acquired and what she has achieved. And I want to achieve that. And I want to surpass that too. So yeah. Not everything, but like I don't want to achieve everything she achieved, but like the positives for sure. Kat said, well, technically speaking, I have frustrations with my mom growing up for sure, but I still listen to her and I think she made me a great person. Yeah, I think she made you a great person too, Kat. I mean, based on what I have spoken to you about on the live stream, you definitely seem like a very positive and great person to all my supporters for sure. Yeah. Hey SGM, how are you doing? Do you study or extra curriculum? I guess you can say I study extra curriculum since I am a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. So yeah. Do you think love is tested more by poverty or more by success? Do you think love is tested more by poverty or success? I guess if we're thinking about it that way, I guess love would be more tested by poverty in a way. Yeah, I guess in a way. Because when you're successful, when I think about success, I mean like things come easy, not things come easy, but when I think about success, it always relates back to money because in the society that we live in, having a form of income is thus a form of success, all right? So, I mean, I would say love is more so tested by poverty because if somebody doesn't want to be with you or quote unquote love you when you are broke and have no money or extremely poor, then that shows that they probably don't really like you in a way. But then again, sometimes I can't even fault people like that. I can't even fault people because at the same time, people make their choices. So like, obviously I do understand that things happen. People could lose all their wealth. I feel like if people lose all their wealth, that is completely different, right? But at the same time, people don't want to suffer. It's okay if you don't want to suffer in a way. So like, even though love may be tested more by poverty, if somebody's in poverty and you don't want to be in poverty yourself, it's okay to leave, in my opinion. Because, I mean, yeah, it's okay. Like, that just shows you probably really don't love that person enough to struggle with them. But, like, it's okay. I mean, you only have one life. Live your one life how you want to live it. You want to suffer through that one life. And like I said, sometimes things happen. Poverty isn't a choice. So, yeah. But, yeah, it really depends. Because think about it this way. I mean, yeah. And I feel like that question, it can be interpreted different ways because people can say that, some people may be thinking, you're only saying that because you're a female. You're only saying that because you're a female. That's bad on you, Mia. That's bad on you, Mia. You can't say that. I know what some of you guys are probably thinking, or people watching this recording. But at the same time, not to bring it back to the patriarchy, but like, we can also say is love tested when people are ugly or pretty, or when people are overweight or pretty? Because I feel like if you're with somebody, especially if they're pretty, you interpret them to be pretty, but like sometimes when people get to the status of overweight and not overweight, that can make people see them differently. So yeah, so it can be interpreted in many different ways. Hey, chicken or watermelon? That's a form a little bit. And especially if the person has no goal to move up in their life, if they're just in a form of poverty and you have no aspirations or a goal to get out of poverty, what? So you are okay with living in poverty and just being stagnant? Now that's a choice. So it's okay for somebody, whether that's a male or female, to thus make that choice and be like, I don't love you enough to stay in poverty with you. So it's okay. And we may agree to disagree. It's 100% okay. Just know if you disagree with me, you are still more than welcome on the channel, because if you are a returning supporter, or if you have loved everything that I've said thus far until that moment of time, it's okay, guys. Nobody's ever going to agree with you 100%. You are still more than welcome on the channel. You just got to know that people have different opinions than you, and it is 100% okay. Sorry, my nail was feeling kind of weird. I had to put that to smoothen it out. Hey, SGM. Your wisdom keeps flowing naturally. Thank you so much for your kind words. Proud of you, SGM. Thanks so much. Excuse me. Kat said, I don't think I work as hard as my mom either, even till this day. Exactly. And like, that's okay. That means your mom worked really hard, Kat, so you don't have to do that. And that, shout out to your mom for that, because I promise you, I see it on social media, even if social media is not real. Sometimes, depending on what you look at, it is real, but I see it on social media all the time, where there are people who is going through the struggles, or who has the lifestyle that my mom described that she had, all right? Now, not necessarily the successful part my mom had, but more so the struggle part. So there are still people in our current generation who go through that and who are quote unquote struggling to achieve their goals and to live and to make an income. Hopefully that they work hard enough, or they get some type of luck, or they are blessed to like achieve their goals and have a better life. But shout out to all the parents, or all the aunts who raise people, or all the grandparents who has worked hard to achieve their goals. Because like, shout out to my grandfather. Like, shout out to my mom, shout out to my grandfather, because like, if you like, I'm writing a book about Guyana, and that's gonna be a really good book. I'll have to start working on it next year. But like, Guyana book, to write my Guyana book, I've been interviewing my grandfather. So yes, it is a book about uniquely Mia, but at the same time, it's kind of like a book speaking about my grandfather's experiences. And I've been privileged enough to visit Guyana. And like, when I visit Guyana and I visit the family members that, and not all family members, but when I visit some of the family members that my mom and I have in Guyana, it's like it's a completely different way of life. It's completely different. And not say it's a positive difference. It's a positive difference to an extent, because they have the natural food, but at the same time, there are people younger than me, my cousins, who have kids. They have like 4 kids younger than me, or we're the same exact age. I'm like, what in the world are you doing? They dropped out of school. So like, it's completely different. So I have to say shout out to my mom, but like, shout out to shout out to my grandmother, shout out to you, grand, but like, shout out to my grandfather, because he is the OG. All right, even though my mom, yes, she had to work hard and struggle, at the same time, I have to shout out my grandparents, and I have to shout out my grandfather and my grandmother. All right, even my other grandparents, I mean, one of them's not alive anymore, but like, shout out to even my other grandparents on like my fraternal side, or is it paternal? I don't know, on the male side, whatever. Shout out to all my grandparents on both sides of my family, right? Because they work so hard throughout their life, but particularly my grandfather on my mom's side, his mom, right? My grandfather on my mom's side, his mom literally died when he was like 10 years old. He was left alone. My grandfather's mom died when he was 10 years old, right? His dad abandoned him when, like, his dad didn't abandon him, but his dad was in and out of his life. And my grandfather's from Guyana, and he grew up, like, in the country of Berbice in Guyana. So, like, there was no CPS. And if there was CPS, it wasn't widely mandated. It wasn't like that at all. So my grandfather literally raised himself, all right? He raised himself. My grandfather worked so hard. He was like, he built couches. He started his own business in Guyana. Like, when you hear the stories, stay tuned for my book, but when you hear the stories about my grandfather and like the things that he's been through, how are you going to be alone at 10 years old? You lost your mom. You essentially lost both your parents. You were with your brother, but then your brother dipped out on you. So he raised himself, literally. He started a business, and then he decided he wanted to come to America. He came to America by himself in, like, I don't know, like the 19... how's my mom? Right, so he came to, like, America, like, in the 1980s, you can say. And when he came to America in the 1980s, remember the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. So, like, discrimination was still prominent, right? I have a story, a little bit about my book. My grandfather told me a story. When he first came to America, he worked for a Jewish man he made ties. You know how much my grandfather said he was getting paid? He said he only got paid like $10 or $100 a week. Yes, the value of inflation is real, but you're telling me $10 to $100 a week? That's a form of discrimination. How are you going to live off of that? But my grandparents, my grandfathers, they literally worked hard. When my grandfather got to America, he had his own business on 34th Street, all right? He started to make couches, he said, on 34th Street. He rented out a studio. So somebody from Guyana, he had businesses in Guyana. He had businesses in Faggotties, Guyana stores in Guyana. Those are like the Macy's in Guyana. Then he left Guyana. He left his successful business in Guyana, all right? He came to America. He literally started over from ground zero because he knew nobody in America. Then he had a business on 34th Street. All right? He worked hard for that. He struggled. So even my grandmother, she struggled. So their kids did not have to struggle. All right? And then comes my mom, who achieves my grandfather achieved the American dream. And then my mom, I always talk about being a Nepo baby. I just say that to say that. But like my mom, she achieved the American dream, like literally. So my grandparents, my mom, they have struggled throughout their life so that their kids and their grandkids doesn't have to start over and struggle again. So yeah, I think I responded to Cats and Pokemon's comment, I believe. So yeah, shout out to my mom, shout out to my grandparents, because they have definitely worked hard. And I always say we all have a form of privilege, and because of my grandparents and my mom's struggles, I have a form of privilege and I don't have to work as hard as them. But I aim to work as hard as them because I know what they have achieved throughout their life. And if they can achieve it, I can definitely achieve it. And hopefully one day make them proud, you can say. So like I say, there's a lot of reasons why I do stuff. I feel like if I was my only motivator to achieve my degrees or to achieve the level of success that I want to achieve, I probably wouldn't do it. Like, to be honest, like if I was my own motivator to say I want to get as many degrees as I can, if I was my own motivator to say I want to be as successful as I want to be in my life, I want to do it. Because I don't enjoy, I enjoy school, but I don't enjoy it to the extent to say where I want to do it forever. But I'm doing it because the opportunity has presented itself to me, and I'm going to be the first in my immediate family to achieve these goals. So sometimes I come on social media and you guys are like, your degrees don't mean anything. Your degrees are not a signifier of success. And sometimes myself, I'll talk about it in that context. It may not mean nothing to you guys, but trust me, it means something to me, and it means something to my family for sure. So sorry about getting a little serious, but I was answering your questions, and I guess a little bit more information about Unique Lamia into knowing why she is the way she is and why she's so confident in what she will achieve and her life, because I have a strong ancestry of people who have worked hard to achieve their goals and who have achieved their goals from literally coming from nothing. And stay tuned. Well, my grandfather didn't come from nothing. His dad was like successful in Ghana, but still, you know what I mean. But stay tuned for my book. Coming out December 2026, detailing information about South America, Guyana, my grandfather's lived experience, a little bit about my grandmother, a little bit about my mom, and my experience about the country of South America, Guyana. Hopefully it encourages y'all to buy my book when it comes out. And if you're eager for more information about Unique Lamia before then, make sure to buy my book, The Adventures of Unique Lamia, from the USA to the Caribbean and West Indies, which is now available on Amazon. Kat said, "Oh, I'll be gone the first minute too." I'd be gone at the ship. No, for real. Like, I would not survive. Thank you. You guys like my necklace, Sagittarius. Kat said, do you support you should write essay questions or word prompt in a generator? You'd be great test writer or quiz maker. I don't know if that's your job, but you should make it one. No, for real. Like, they have the good questions to make you think, but I would be scared to take that exam, though. Because, like, some of these questions, it's like, how am I going to give the answer? I could drive a fire truck between the gap in my teeth. Thank you. What are we saying? Hey, King of the Weather, it's been so long since you've been here. How are you doing today? I'm always black. Yes, I'm always black, and I never want to be any race other than black. Being black is beautiful. Whoever told you it's not lied to you very, very much. And D-Support said, what's one thing you wish you could say to your mother or father but never have? Honestly, anything that I want to tell my mom, I tell her, which is why sometimes I get in trouble when I'm home, because I'll tell her whether it's positive or negative. I'll go ahead and tell her. For my father, my dad, I mean, I told him too, which is why I kind of don't talk to him, because I told him he didn't like what I said. But what's one thing I wish I could say to my father or mother but never have? Well, one thing, I tell my mom everything, but one thing I never told my dad, or never asked more likely, is why are you untruthful for sure? Why are you a liar? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, yeah. So that's what I would definitely ask the person, for sure. Yeah. That's what I would ask. Christopher said, I made it off the bus. Nice. Cats. Hey, cats are cute. How are you doing? Have you ever watched The Walking Dead? I love The Walking Dead. It is by far one of the greatest shows ever. One of the greatest shows ever. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I do agree. Africa's trolling cats. I do agree with that one. Sam said, you have an amazing face. Okay. All right. All right. Kat said, hey, Sway, how's she doing that? What's happening? All right. Okay, some of these comments are kind of unhinged. Kat said, you're not saying anything, Africa. That's why you're a troll. No substance to what you're saying. At least have some type of evidence. We're saying random stuff. Do agree. Hey, Hydra, can you lesson a song? Okay. You want me to listen to a song? Excuse me, The Child in Us, please. I don't want to get copyrighted, but I took a screenshot. So after the live stream, I'll check it out and ask me what I think about it tomorrow. Excuse me, I have hiccups now. I'll be live streaming at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey Evan, welcome back. Evan said, ooh, nice, you're getting your hair done tomorrow? What are you gonna get? I remember the last time you said you wanted like a balayage. Are you planning on getting that this time or another time? Kat said, Africa, I'm starting to think you don't understand what she said. No, I feel like it was definitely interpreted a little different too. Hey, how are you doing? Muha, glad you could be here. Hey, Brad, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Welcome to the community. I do hope you enjoy the content you see. Nomad said, Evan is a Muslim girl. Okay, what white guy's name, huh? Kat said, OMG, another cat who's into The Walking Dead. I'm yeah, cats. When I saw cats and cutes, I was like, wait, are you cats in Pokemon? But then I had to read over. Hey, M7, have a great night. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my fully nutritional YouTube video or YouTube shorts. Evan said, and who said I told the truth? Like, yes, guys. Okay, Evan, I see you. I see you for sure. Okay, let's read up some of these comments. It's 7:35. Let's read up these comments. I think this is by far the longest Friday stream we have done. You guys have been asking me questions, which has been keeping me engaged, which is why we are still going strong. D-Support said, is it possible to forgive your parents for something they never apologized for? I mean, yeah, for sure it is. It is, yeah. What are you saying? Pixel said, pretend you're someone I know, okay? My mom is on the phone, okay, with me and wants to know what I'm doing. Just say we are at the lake or something. What are you actually doing? Are you in danger? Like, why do we gotta pretend? I'm a strong believer, guys. That could be me. I never lied to my mom voluntarily. My words were used correctly. I never lied to my mom voluntarily. The only times I ever lied to my mom, I was coerced to do so. I was coerced. It was mostly when I was younger. I was coerced or like manipulated to do so by the adults around me. And then even when I grew up, I feel like I told my mom all the lies after the fact. But like, so personally for me, I mean, if you're doing something and you need to lie to your parents, that's probably an indicator you shouldn't do it, because I was just telling my mom straight up, this is what I'm doing. Like, honestly. Hey Zadi, how are you doing? I'm from the United States. What are we saying? Evan said, I'm getting a, ooh, nice, the balayage. That's what I was thinking. Okay. So make sure to tell us how it came out, Evan, after. Yes, James, the semester is like, I feel like the semester is a drag. I mean, I don't know if it's tough, but it's a drag. We have midterm season approaching. We have been working on study guides. So low-key, I'm not really scared of the midterm. I mean, I am scared of the midterm, but like for one class, I'm scared of the midterm. For the other one, I'm kind of scared, but like, but like, I think I'm ready for it. So, but like, what's gonna get us through after midterms? I mean, I'm getting closer to Thanksgiving break, and Thanksgiving break means the end of the semester, and that means I'm out of here. So, yeah, but like, no, I feel like this semester has definitely been a drag for sure. If you feel like your coursework is tough, reach out to your professor. Look at the tutoring services that your school offers, because I'm sure your school offers like various tutoring services that you can visit and receive help on for sure. What are we saying? Okay, we're at the bottom. Evan said, no man, I'm gonna insult. Okay. Huh? Yeah, let's not insult nobody's mom, guys. There's nothing wrong with having a gap in the tooth, guys. You know what I've realized? You know what I noticed the other day? I feel like God loves all humans, but I think God loves me, like really loves me. Like, God loves all humans, and not for myself, but I'm not putting myself higher than humans. But you know what I noticed the other day? I think, you know how people have favorites? I don't know if I'm God's favorite or what, or like God played special attention with me, but God gave me a widow's peak. God gave me a gap tooth, all right? God gave me comfortability and always having a mustache and not taking away what they put on me. So God gave me a lot of unique and identifiable features. Because 9 times out of 10, if you see somebody with a gap tooth on social media, you're not going to see them with a widow's peak. If you see somebody with a widow's peak, you're not going to see them with a gap tooth. And God gave me both. And God gave me the comfortability and confidence to not care what society tells me and be able to like live with my mustache. God gave me luscious, thick eyebrows. All right. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have confidence and be like, God paid extra special attention when he was creating me. Because like anytime, people always got to point that out. They always point that out. Anytime I stream, anytime I post a video, it's always pointed out. So love you, God. Shout out to you, God. You the dude. Like, God, not the dude. You're not a dude, God, but like, you know what I mean. God is legit, and like they paid extra attention to me when they were like creating me, for sure. Highly favored, right? That's what they say. That's what they say. You need to have that type of confidence in your life, guys, all right? If nobody's gonna have it for you, have it for yourself. But yeah, like, have you ever thought about that? Because I thought about that the other day, and I'm like, wow, I never thought about that before. When I actually thought about that, so many, not peculiar, but like not normative features that like people are gonna notice right off the bat. Gap tooth, widow's peak, that's like so noticeable. What are we saying? All right. Kat said Godspeed. All right. A little more time on you. It doesn't feel beautiful. All right. Evan said Nomad has hidden beauty. Nice. Nomad said I have a widow's peak as well, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Nice. What are we saying? Vanilla, he found you beautiful. That's why they're a child. And yeah, Nomad, you must have found Uniquely Mia to be a positive source of light for you, and saw unique beauty represented back to you, Nomad. So remember, you are more than welcome on the Uniquely Mia channel as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way, all right? All people watching this live stream, all people watching the supporters, every single one of y'all are welcome on the channel as long as we're going to communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way, all right? Nomad, if you guys have disagreements with each other in the chat, that's your prerogative. You guys can have the disagreements, just keep it respectful, all right? But never, don't let anybody ever make you feel like you are not welcome on the channel, because you are welcome on the channel, all right? Just know, sometimes when people say negative stuff, it's just because, I don't know, they may, when people say negative stuff, it's just because they probably just want to say negative stuff. People say a lot of things, right? People say a lot of things. Or who knows, they probably see your beauty and they just want to try to take your confidence down a little bit, all right? So don't internalize. If you want to try to build self-confidence within yourself, where you are not going to internalize these negative thoughts, and you're going to look at people who say negative things about you, you're going to be like, okay, you said this about me, I'm still standing, I still feel good, okay, say whatever you want to say at me, I'm gonna walk straight through. You need to have internal confidence. I feel like I definitely have that type of confidence where I can be in a room of 100 people. They can say whatever they want to say about me, negative things. I'm walking out of that room with the same confidence I walked in with it. So everyone needs to have that ability, and that can be a learned skill, because people can say whatever they want to say about you. And if you want to try and build that positive mindset, like the video, subscribe, join the Uniquely Mia community, and secondly, have do positive affirmations. Like every single morning you wake up, go in your bathroom and say, I'm beautiful, I am confident, I'm smart. Yeah, you can ask me a question, popular lyric. Or for all the Bible people, religious people on the chat, be like Moses. Moses was the prince of Egypt, and he gave up all that princely status and the wealth that he had with it, and he decided to become a prophet of God, all right? Where he was literally wandering for 40 days, 40 nights. Do I think that's feasible for him to wander 40 days, 40 nights without food? I don't know. I mean, he probably dragged himself through the sand if that part was true. I feel like that could have been an exaggeration a little bit. But 40 days and 40 nights is what the Bible says. And in the end, he made it through, and he became a prophet of God. Moses is like one of the prophets who never actually died, because God just took him up into heaven. He never physically perished, all right? So God could drop him right back on earth and he could still be strong. But so be like Moses. Moses was the outcast of Egypt. He went from the prince of Egypt to the outcast of Egypt, all right? And he came back even more powerful. So be like Moses, all right? All right, let me see what you guys were saying. I feel like I lost track of the conversation. Let me read up these comments, and then I think we're gonna be good for tonight. You got insulted? Oh no. Hey Adrian, thank you. Glad you like the sweater. I got it from Niagara Falls, Canada, Ontario. If you guys want to see the Niagara Falls content, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Niagara Falls, Canada playlist adventure videos. It's some great videos. Go watch it. Let me know what you think about it. You are most welcome, Nomad. You know, I can add more to the chat. What? Kat said they still feel good. Evan said, Kat said, I love my little beauty marks that have begun dotting your face. They're beginning to look like freckles. Nice. Okay, very nice. I love the look and interest they give my face. And that's exactly, Kat. So you see, be confident in your beauty marks, because it makes you unique, and it distinguishes you from everyone else around you, and it's a feature that you only have. Like, other people may have beauty marks, other people may have freckles, but it's not going to be exactly the same as yours. So yeah, be confident for sure. Let me see. You're most welcome, Nomad. What's your question, popular lyric? Evan said the hair spa made your hair feel so dry. Nice. Excuse me. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys know the Bible stories. You came hard with that one, Nomad. Wow. Wow. Can't believe you just said that. Wow. Um, Anyway, popular lyric said, "Why do you wear a mask in public?" I wear a mask in public because I don't want to get sick. If I get sick, when I'm at school, I still have to do my schoolwork. I have no sick days when I'm at school, so I just wear it as a precaution because yes, your mask protects against COVID-19, but it also protects against common colds. What I have found in modern society after COVID-19, people forgot the idea of personal space because literally I've seen it multiple times with people talking to my mom, with watching other people associate in behavior, and even people trying to talk to me in public. They'll come up so close to you in your personal space, they're literally spitting on you. You're not going to see the spit fly, but it's spit. They're flying on you. That means all their germs is getting inside of your body or getting on your skin, popular lyric. So yeah, that's why I wear a mask predominantly at school. When I'm at home, I tend to forget it, but like, yeah, it's just become second nature at this point in time to wear the mask. It helps protect against common cold because literally prior to COVID-19 and me not wearing a mask, I got sick every single year like clockwork. Like literally, I would get sick every year. I'd have the common cold. I would get ear infections. Since starting to wear the mask, no ear infections. I remember like literally every year, my mom had a whole Ziploc bag filled with antibiotics. I got sick so much. So yeah, I'm not sick more. Nomad said, if I'm like Moses, Evan's like Judas. Evan said, Nomad is the outcast in the live stream. Hey, Rose, how are you doing? Evan, you don't have to tell them to get out so many times. It's good. Nomad said, Rose, Evan is begging for friendship. She's an outcast, like Mia said. I never said nobody's an outcast. Don't put words in my mouth, guys. You need to fight your own battles, okay? I encourage disagreement as long as respectful, but don't be saying I said something when I never said nothing. All right, let's not do that. I support all my supporters as long as you're being positive and living up to the uniquely guidelines and being respectful. Hey, Adrian, I'm doing good. Hey, Jamie. Where are you? I'm in the United States. For all the new people who just joined, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I share what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I have fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, travel videos, and a lot more. So do consider subscribing and taking a deep dive into my content. I live stream every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know how's your day going. I'm going to read up these comments, and we'll be done with the live stream for the day. But feel free to ask a question if you have one. Thank you so much for the love, Jeffrey. Really appreciate it. Wait, am I behind? Is it possible to apologize for your parents for something you never apologized for? Didn't I answer that? Yeah, I think so. D support. Yeah, I feel like I answered that one earlier. Yeah. Popular lyrics said, why is everyone about, okay. Okay, side conversations happening. I'm doing good, Jamie. How are you doing? Okay, popular lyrics said, ever since I started working out intensely, my jaw has become sharper and I'm gaining confidence. Very nice, very nice. Shout out to you, popular lyric. Yeah, do anything that you want to do that's going to aid in like you being your most confident and authentic self, as long as it's legal and you're safe to do so. Evan said, Jamie, he's annoying. Okay, all right. Hey, Jamar, you're handsome as well. How are you doing? Thank you, Adrian. Glad you like my braids. I think I'm gonna wash my braids tomorrow, actually. I have shampoo because, like, I feel like, obviously it's messy, but, like, I feel like if I put water on my head, it would just soothe everything. So tomorrow, I'm not gonna, like, live stream me washing my hair for you guys, but I'll make, like, a YouTube shorts. Not of me washing my hair, but, like, of the hair process. So stay tuned for that video. I'll record it tomorrow after the gym and, like, drop the video for y'all. So, yeah. What are you saying? Okay, side conversations is happening. It's unlikely. Side conversations. All right. D support said, if you had nothing, okay, if you had nothing, would love still be worth everything? Huh? If you had nothing, would love still be worth everything? That sounds like a song. Don't sing. Don't sing, Mia. No, I'm not going to sing for you guys, but it sounds like a song. I really want to sing, but I know I can't sing. Anyway, if you had nothing, would love still be worth everything? I mean, is love worth everything? Even now? I don't know. I mean, I love my mom. I do. But let me see. If you had nothing, would love still be worth everything? I mean, if you had nothing, that means you don't have nothing, not even love, right? But like, if you have nothing and you do have love, that's the only thing you have, so thus it becomes your everything. I think there's two ways to look at that. So that's my answer to that, D-Support. I confuse myself. I probably confuse y'all, but like, yeah, that's how I would answer that question a little bit. No, man said I just came yesterday. I'm not choosing anybody over anybody, guys. Let's see. Evan said, Mia, when did you get your braids redone? Yeah, I still have the green, Evan. It's in the back. So yeah, my mom, she rebraided the top of my hair black, Evan, as you saw. Well, I'm not sure if you actually did see that video, but she rebraided the top of my hair black, but the green is still here. I'm not taking out this hair until next snap. Oh man, next month's October. Maybe the end of next month I'll take out this hair, because I was trying to push it to November, but I don't think it's gonna last until November. We'll see how it looks after I wash it. See if it looks like it can sustain another 2 months. I try to take my hair out the month I go home, because it's just less for me to manage, less time for where I have to manage my natural hair. Because uniquely me, her natural hair, I love my natural hair, really do, but like it's so much for me to manage, which is why shout out to Queen Mother, she does my hair for me. So yeah, I need to think about hairstyles, to be honest. My hairstyle that I'm gonna get is very important. It's gonna be a very important hairstyle, the next hairstyle my mom does. I don't know what type of hairstyle to get. Maybe basic braids, to be honest, but I don't know. What are you saying? Kat said, wait, who used you, Mia? Wait, who used me? Somebody used me? Oh, Cats. Nomad was saying that I said something about Evan when I never actually said it. Yeah, that's what happened. So they were putting words in my mouth. Hey, Hacks, how are you doing? Is every argument about truth or just pride? Is any argument about truth or just pride? I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that accent. I think it depends. Because honestly, when I get into arguments with people in my family, it's rare, but there is a select time when I guess my emotions just go haywire and I can't keep my mouth shut, as my mom may say. No, she says that to me. Yeah. I feel like it's mostly because of truth. Because I'm somebody who I always strive to be nice to people. Sometimes it's in my family. Sometimes it's very hard for me to do that because they're just not nice to me. But the way I try to project positivity with y'all, I honestly do try to project positivity amongst my family. I really do. But it's just so hard because I don't understand their behavior sometimes. I really don't. So I feel like when I come at people with positive intent sometimes, and I just try to be as truthful as possible, it doesn't really correlate well. And you guys know uniquely me, and 9 times out of 10, if somebody in my family says something bad about me, my sister, my mom, another person who I will not name, if they say something bad about me, I don't care. I really don't. Like the same way I tell you guys, people can say whatever they want to say about me as long as I make my mom happy. That holds true in my family. So I feel like 9 times out of 10 is every argument about truth or pride. I feel like when it comes to arguments with me, using myself as an example, it's make sure that my mom understands the truth of my argument and the basis as to why I feel this way and why I argue with these people. Sometimes if she doesn't want me to argue with that person, and if she sees my truth and if she validates my truth. So I feel like, yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and that's really disappointing when it doesn't happen, because I know I just don't attack people when that happens. I know that. So because I don't just argue with people just to do it. But so yeah, I feel like it depends on the person. So I say all that to say, when I argue with people, it's mostly because of truth. Whether that's different interpretations of truth or different ideals or beliefs about truth, that's why I argue with people sometimes, and it's really rare. But more so for pride, I feel like some people definitely argue for pride. I know a lot of people who argue for pride, and I feel like the prideful arguments are the ones that make no sense. Like the prideful arguments are the ones where like you're supporting facts. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like it just came out of thin air, or you're trying to take the most minimal example and make it into something huge. So people definitely argue for prideful reasons for real. But yeah, I do agree with that as well, Evan. It's definitely about conviction sometimes. Cats is like, do you support what's your job? Are you a writer? Hey, APFC, how are you doing? Nomad said, I don't like mom insults. I have a soft spot for mothers like a true Muslim. Okay. Nomad Evan said Nomad is ruining the vibe, Mia, and not letting people converse. I mean, just ignore them, Evan, if you don't want to respond. Thank you so much, SGM, for your kind words. Popular Lyric said, oh, nice. Congratulations, being in grade 12. Okay, cool. And do you think it's a great idea for me to go to Matrix dance? Matrix dance is like prom in my country. Yeah, for sure, go. I mean, I didn't go to prom because of COVID-19. Then again, I didn't really want to go to prom, but like I really like the ideas of the fancy dresses. So if you're not going for the people, go for the opportunity to dress up for sure. Popular Lyric should be fun. Nomad said, Evan said Nomad is making up lies about Mia. Don't do that. That's not good. Nomad said Mia DM'd me to ask me. Okay, that's a lie. Nomad, don't lie. Nomad, do not support your argument or anyone. Don't support your argument with lies, all right? The minute you start calling people names or making up lies to support your argument is the minute you lose your point of view, all right? So let's not do that. And how does that make sense, Nomad, that argument? You lied and said Mia DM'd me to ask me whether or not to ban Mia, but I said don't ban her. So Nomad, in that falsified scenario, I DM'd you to ask you if you should ban me. Why would I want to ban me? I want you to see my videos and engage with the content to be part of the Uniquely Media community. So how in that falsified situation did I DM you and ask you not to ban me? I don't get that. Hey, how are you doing, Amir? So if you gotta take a number 2, but do a number 1 first, when you're done, did you take a number 3? That is so funny, man. I mean, that's funny. Thank you so much for your kind words, Jeffrey. Beautiful as well. I'm gonna read up these comments. All right. Hey, Arnell, how are you doing today? Hey, from Cleveland. Okay. All right, read that. Kat said, speaking of hair stuff, I'm going to be getting, microlocks. Nice. By the end of the year. Okay. Let us know how it comes out, Kat. I always see people with it, and I'm like, okay, it looks good, but it looks scary. It looks scary because it's so tiny, and like, what if you want to take it out? But it looks good because once you get that, you don't have to do your hair for like another, like never again, possibly. So shout out to you, cats. Let us know how long the process takes when you get it, and like if you like it. That sounds cool. Okay. He supports it. Is it possible to disagree with someone and still have respect for them fully? It depends on why you disagree with them, I think. It depends. Because I disagree with my mom. But like I still have respect for her fully, for sure. But yeah, my mom has special status in my life. Not everyone's getting the same treatment as my mom. That's just a valid fact. But yeah, I mean, it depends on mostly why that disagreement resulted and the severity of said disagreement. So yeah, it really depends. Yeah. Evan said no. Evan said, I think D-Support finally gave up and blocked me. Okay. Hey, Amir. D-Support said, trying to understand Mia. She will be my daughter-in-law. I'm putting that out. What? Okay. Hey, Amir. Hey, Jamie. One day you got into a fight. Did you at least win the fight? I mean, if you get into a fight, guys, you gotta win it. All right? I've never gotten into a physical fight in my life, but, like, if I did get into a physical fight, I'm at least winning. So if I get in trouble at school, I can go home and tell my mom I won that fight. So only get into fights if you can win it. But don't fight. Fighting bad. Kat said, OMG, what is happening? DM Mia. Yeah, that never happened. I don't even know how you would DM me. That was a falsified truth. All right. Okay. Side conversation. Hey, Christo. All right, that's very inappropriate, Christo. Why would you point that out? I mean, I'm wearing a dress. I'm sitting down, wearing a dress. Sexualizing about my outfit, about my appearance at all. So all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome. However, I mean, I can't control your thoughts, but, like, you can control your behavior. This is why bad things happen in society to females. You see me sitting down like this, and you have to point out something inappropriate like that. Yeah, let's refrain from doing that in the future. And I would recommend that you refrain from doing that in other live streams and comment section of people's fully nutritional YouTube videos. This is the problem with society and the reason why females do not feel comfortable dressing a certain way, because these are the clothes that the store sold me. This is how I have to wear the outfit. This is how the outfit was intended to be worn, and thus me wearing the regular outfit. A sexualized comment is written about me. Why? No, let's not do that. All right. Let's see. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Nomad. Hey, how are you doing, Carrie? Glad you could be here. Well, since you said not to be rude, I mean, you intended to be rude. If you start a statement like that, your intention, it's not like it doesn't validate the fact or cover the fact that your comment was still rude, Carrie. And no, I do not need to wear makeup. God created me naturally beautiful the way that I look. When you get to the gates of heaven, remember this moment while you judge uniquely Mia. Hopefully you have a good answer. So yeah, nobody needs to do anything, guys. All right, let's see. You won the fight. Very nice, Evan. Kat said, see, I knew Nomad was just a troll. That's why I'm surprised at myself for going back and forth with them. They're just Greg Rando. All right, let's read up these comments, guys. Hey, Moses, how are you doing today? Hey, Summer. Hey, Summer. It takes a while to read the comments, so that's why I'm trying to catch up. Evan said Mia's on point today. What did I do? What? I guess you really like my responses to the live stream then. Okay, nice. But Katz, how was your work today? Evan, how was your work today? Would love to know. Before I log off, let me know how your workday was. Happy Friday, everyone. Evan said, good job, Mia. I love your outfit today, especially the extra skin. It looks nice, and some real woman can show skin. It's fine. All right, thank you. Yeah. Sorry, thank you, Evan. Thank you, Evan, for the compliment. Glad you like my outfit today. I just really want to ask. I have to. I can't stop myself. Why do you like the outfit? Because of the extra skin. I just need to know. Like, this is my chest. Like, it's my arm. You're not, like, yeah, I don't get that. Personally, for me, it's a normal amount of skin. Yeah, it's a normal amount of skin. Hey, Kay. People are sick. Some, for sure. Evan said, I think I'm getting slimmer, so I want to wear more two-piece to the gym. All right, cool. Med said, Cats and me had a great debate. Cool. Yeah, Kat said I didn't see your comment, Nomad. All right. Hey, Heckler. Okay, guys, we gotta stop comments. I'm getting sleep. All right, guys, so does anyone have any other comments, questions, or concerns? All righty. So remember, I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you guys are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So do consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and joining the Uniquely Mia community if you haven't already. And also take a deep dive into my channel. I have fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, travel videos, and a lot more. Remember, if you are a supporter of mine, don't only watch my live streams. I know if you subscribe to me for my live streams, you enjoy my live streams. I love that you love my live streams. I'm glad that you enjoy the live streams. But also, please, please, please branch out and watch my full nutritional YouTube videos and YouTube shorts. Because if you only watch my live streams, you're missing out on who Uniquely Mia is and the type of content that I produce on the channel, all right? Because predominantly, like I can't even say predominantly, when I have live streams for y'all, it's literally just sitting down talking with y'all. Occasionally we'll go to the gym. But if you want to see Uniquely Mia traveling to country in South America, to Trinidad, to Philadelphia on some type of adventure, you have to go watch my full nutritional YouTube video. If you want to see Uniquely Mia eating different cuisine, you got to go watch my YouTube shorts. If you want to see Uniquely Mia doing unboxing videos, you got to go watch my full nutritional YouTube videos, all right? So don't only watch my live streams and think you're getting the full version of Uniquely Mia. And you should never be missing me because I have more than 2,000 videos posted on my channel. And remember, I live stream every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live stream every Saturday, Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, I put a lot of work into editing my videos for y'all, my full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, and recording them. I'm literally my own editor, I'm my own videographer, I'm my own concept creation person. That's a lot of work for one person, literally. It's a lot of work goes into my videos. So please, please, please go watch my videos. And remember, some people on the stream earlier was like, they want better giveaway items. Like iPhones were thrown out. A lot of those things are expensive, all right? If you want better giveaway items in the future, I got to make more money. And to do that, you have to watch my full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, and live streams. And remember, if you are a supporter, go enter into my giveaway right now that's happening on the channel, all right? I have a giveaway. It closes October 23rd. The only way you can have a chance of winning is if you enter into the giveaway. So let me read these final comments. Let's see. Kat said he's a troll. You're gorgeous as well. SGM. Evan said I agree. Okay. African said she's still talking. Yes, I am. This is a talking stream. Stay positive. Thank you so much for your kind words, SGM. What are we saying? What are we saying? Hey, Mike, how are you doing? Is your wig from, Sheen, darling? Oh, that's so sweet of you for you to ask. Thank you for asking. But no, this is not a wig. You see it's attached to my head? I mean, do you get your wigs from Sheen? Maybe that's why you asked. But Sheen is a great place for sure. But yeah, I mean, yeah, guys, remember, even the founding fathers wore wigs. Go look at some pictures of the Constitution. So, once again, can't really insult people like that. But yeah, I'm not from Syria. Thank you so much, Derek, for purchasing a flower, sending hearts to y'all. Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you for cats. I am logging off. I'll be back tomorrow with more live streams for y'all, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for being on the live stream. See you soon. All right, guys, have a great night. Stay positive, and as Queen Mother, Uniquely Mom always says, don't let anybody rob you of your joy. All right, guys, I'll be back soon. If you missed more Uniquely Mia, go watch my full nutritional YouTube videos and YouTube shorts. Bye, guys. Thanks, Evan, for the end stream. Bye, guys.